Scott. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house, and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. We choke game, had a game show. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Feel it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres. A lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac knees, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac knees.
Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through and wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dumping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supplier. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know? Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Hold out here for a pill. When he tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya. Oh, yeah. Friday. What up, Peacock? It's a Friday the 13th. Oh, man. Didn't even realize it until yesterday that today was Friday the 13th. Oh, man. Shout out to our man, Jason Voorhees. What up, Bakes? Bakes in the house. Emil in the house. What up? Crispy in the house. What up? Stranger in the house. Shout out to the Houday Nation. What up, Song? What up, Marty? Everybody smash that like button. All right. Raphael said, who did he say? What? See a chief? 420 crew? Says training day for my puppy. Let's get it. All right. And I know Bogey said he'll be here shortly. Let's see. I like it. Song said moving on some Hindu Kush indoor pre-roll. Let's go. I'm smoking on some garlic cookies as of right now. Let's go. What up, Happy Trees? What are you smoking on there, Happy Trees? Derek, salute. All right. Smash that like button, peeps. Let's make sure that we get all the peeps in the crew. Smash that like button. All right. Friday the 13th. Man, I guess I didn't plan this right with the silver screen breakdowns. We should have been doing some Friday the 13th movie today, right? But we are covering Child's Play #1. Going to be a classic. It's a classic. 35th year anniversary. Insane. Tomas, shout out to Panama. I said, buenos dias. What up, homie? Nice. Happy Tree said, token on some GMO. Let's get it. Whew, here we go. First bowl of the day for me. Whew. All right. Man, last night's game was so trash. What the hell, dude? So trash. Kidda said drinking a Budweiser. Well, you just got off work, right? Hell yeah. Yeah, Kidda, can you even, now that you started working, can you even smoke like you used to? Or do they like random drug test? I know that could be a thing as well. And Derek said, let's finally give it up to Kelsey. Finally showed up last night. Kelsey, hat tip to you, my friend. Thanks for getting all of our teams off to a hot start. That was the Kelsey we've all been waiting for. That's the #1 overall draft pick, Kelsey, that we've been waiting for. Hey, Mike Lopez, what up? He said do a bonus one for membership only. Do a bonus one what? What, bonus bowl, bonus dab? What are we talking about?
And Raphael said, I enjoyed watching that Broncos defense if they only had a better QB. Yeah, I mean, their defense, I guess they go in spurts. That's for sure. Because we've seen them be really bad. Last night, it was really only Kelsey. I mean, Pacheco, 16 for 62. I mean, you know, almost a 4-point average. And then 6 for 36 on the ground. I mean, 6 for 36 through the air. That's what kind of helped him. Yeah, makes sense, kid. Okay, yeah, they do random drug tests and weed takes forever to get out of your system, so I choose not to. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's what kind of sucks. And I mean, you're working on heavy machinery and stuff, so I mean, yeah, that's what sucks is they can still just because working on all that machinery. Yeah, I totally understand why they would do the random drug test. Because if anything happens and someone's high, I'm sure that's like millions and billions of dollars that they could get sued for. Maybe not billions, but still. Stranger said last night the Chiefs looked like a mid team. Looks like even a mid team would have crushed them. I mean, it was bad and good, that's for sure. Their defense, though, like that's the thing. It's like their defense is not mid tier. Like their cornerbacks are shutting everybody down, and Chris Jones, he's like always getting to the quarterback. That's the thing that's a little bit crazy about the Chiefs. It's like. It's a different identity for them. Like they're winning because of their defense, not necessarily. I mean, their offense is good enough to get them, you know, through these games, but this is like a different Chiefs team that we're not really used to. That defense is holding it down. Yeah, Friday the 13th. Peacock said 19 points from the high and mighty Chiefs. It's really just holding the teams to what they've done. Because, like, let's see. I mean, they still haven't even given up 100 points through 6 games now. 21 from the Lions. I think that's the high that they've given up on the year. 9 from the Jags, 10 from the Bears, 20 from the Jets, 20 from the Vikings, 8 from the Broncos. This team has not given up more than 3 touchdowns in a single game. Like, that's pretty insane. Like, the only teams, okay, so Bills have less points given up, but literally just 8. They were tied. The Ravens, they've given up 75 points. Titans, they're the only other team. Oh, no. Sorry, Browns, but they've only played 4 games though, and they've given up 60 points. So I mean, they're the lowest team, lowest points given up right now in the AFC, but they've only played 4 games as well. Titans have given up 93 points. And then let's look in the NFC. Cowboys have given up 83 points. Seahawks, 91 points. And then you got the Bucks, but they've only played 4 games, 68 points. And then the Falcons and the Saints have given up less than 100 points as well. Like, that's what's crazy, man. Like, Chiefs definitely have one of the best defenses on paper, like right now, especially with the amount of points that they've given up to opposing teams. And Emil says, think Laporta plays this weekend. That's tough. That's going to be tough because it was a Thursday issue with him. So we really got to monitor today's practice. Anybody who gets an injury on Thursday, I mean, shit, you just never know if they're going to play that Sunday or not. And Tina, what up, homie? And Tina said, this is what I use, kiddo, the quick fix urine. Let's see. Marty said they played the same way against the Vikings, and they played down to their opponent. I just think their offense is a little bit more predictable, like now than it's kind of ever been. And you know what's the worst that it's ever been in a few years is their offensive line is really bad compared to the last few years. What up, M. Dave? He said, Huster Kid, flip D-Hop and Tajee for Devonta Smith. Solid move. I mean, D-Hop's been doing better than Devonta Smith right now. So, like, that's the thing. On paper, Devonta Smith's way better. It's a good move. He said, should I try to flip him for someone else? I mean, he should have tried to flip for Nico. Or for Puka, I mean. Yeah, like, are all those players, is that your team or what? And Crispy, I would have destroyed that doll with my street sweeper. Nice. Bake said, saw a bong at my local head shop that said Nug Life on there. Repping that Nug Life. And Tina said, I sometimes have to get tested when I work at union sites. Okay. Okay, and then Dave said, yeah, that was my squad. I mean, the squad looks pretty solid. Like, I wouldn't be forcing a move like right now. Peacock said I was on probation for 8 years, but I knew my drug tests were coming, so I'd stop smoking 2 days before, take a detox day of, would piss clean for the 6 to 8 hour window. Worked like a charm. Man, the last time I was dealing with drug tests, yeah, it's crazy because I've been on shit. I was on probation from when I was 18 to pretty much the year that Noble was born. So like, and 2017, I think that next year. So like, when did I turn 18? 2004. And Noble was 1 in 2017. So I was literally on probation for 13 years. A lot of the times I did not have to take drug tests. I was on like the lowest level. But when I was on house arrest, that was the time where it was like scheduled drug tests pretty much every 2 weeks. But I only needed to not smoke for 2 days because they just did the cotton swab in the cotton swab test. And yeah, that shit gets out of your system in 2 days. It's the P test that screw you over. Mike Lopez, Brandon Howell, a good flex play? No, not yet. We got to see it. I got to see it before I believe it and want to just throw him in there randomly. So it would be, if you're playing him, it has to be like a hell of a desperation play because he's a pickup to kind of like stash and then kind of like, we'll see what happens, like type thing. I mean, he played 31% of the snaps last week, and that was with Jefferson playing 70% of the snaps. So yeah, I feel like it's going to be Osborne moving up to like the 90-something, Addison moving up to like the 80-something, and maybe Brandon Howell moves up to that Jordan Addison role where he's in like, 65 to 75% of the range. Still not a lot, but, I mean, it's going to be better than a lot of random like flex plays, but you still got to be desperate because look at what Addison was doing as the number 3 wide receiver. A lot of times we didn't like it. What up, Ricky? He said Chiefs offense is pissing me off. He said Eric Bieniemy was the answer. He challenged Mahomes. Nagy sucks. He wants to be his drinking buddy. And remember how he was, yeah, I mean, for sure, play calling sucks. Because we look at Washington and sometimes like, damn, look at Logan Thomas getting like 13 receptions or whatever, 11 receptions, whatever the hell he got. It's like, man, it'd be so much better if they were doing this over in KC. And Magic Man Ricky, I didn't get a chance to send you the message, but let me double check this. Yeah, you hit the quarter 3 reversal, so $20 off of that, off the reversal. And I think you had 3, so I pretty much repay either pays for that or pays for your next 3. And Tina said, I always used Quick Fix. It's super easy to use. Literally just throw it in my pocket with the warmer, and then you pour it into a cup. So I passed a ton. I'm glad I don't have to deal with any of that shit anymore. Sorry for those who do. I really am, because it sucks. And then Mike Lopez said, thanks, 14 team Superflex. He said, I'm hurting, literally. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, there's definitely worse plays that you can go with. That's a desperation play in week 6, but at least the matchup is there. And you hope he's getting at least 60%. I mean, if everything follows the trend of what the other guys were doing, he should end up somewhere in the 65 to 75% range. Pretty much. The only game that Addison didn't end up in that range was week 1 and week 4. I don't remember if he got hurt in week 4 or something. But yeah. And Stranger said, in my 30s, I spent 5 years on probation sober. He said, fucking tested me the very first day and then never again. So it was such a waste. Yeah, that's what's kind of crazy is piss tests. They're so expensive, you know, compared to like the cotton swab tests or whatever. And I think weed is like just such like a little priority that depending on where you are, I mean, the drug tests aren't going to be like what it used to. All right. And Peacock said, didn't make it to Party City. I still want to stop by there or Spirit sometime today. Maybe grab a ghost face mask or something. Said I'm slacking on a cool costume idea. Yeah. And see, I think for me, I'm just like so done with the masks. I just do not want to wear a mask. What's Bogey doing over here? Oh, did I never send Bogey the link? I might not have sent Bogey the link. I swore I did. That's why Bogey's not here, because I never sent him the link to join. My bad. That's funny. All right. There we go. My bad, Bogey. Just sent. And a stranger said my county had a mass, a what? Spectrometer, gas, something. I was going to try a cleansing product against it. Damn. And yeah, fucking the service that we use, StreamYard, wasn't so expensive. We'd add some more seats to where Bogey could just click a button and join in. Or I could just not forget to send him the link. One of the two. And let's see. Bake said, all right. Got my 6 squares for Sunday night's game. Get your squares, you degenerates. Universe, give me money. Bake's been on fire. And Marty said, like when Jamal Adams showed up at camp and his code to get in didn't work. Man, that was dirty. That was dirty. And Kid said, nice advice, everyone. I'm fine without cannabis, though. Maybe when the feds change the law. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, just leads you to doing more shrooms, right? I know you drink like a fish. So, you know, that's just one of the, that's what's crazy, man. Like it's okay to like drink as much alcohol as you want because it's just like out of your system the next day. One day, it's going to be like in Road Trip. Remember the guy who created the strand of marijuana that was undetectable by any drug test measure. We need some of that. Yeah, that's why Kidda got so fucked up when when we were all hanging out in Vegas. Nice. Peacock said, might have found a fungi plug down there. There we go. They're all over the place. Just a little bit fewer and farther between in a lot of these places. I wonder what's crazy is like mushrooms are going to go legal federally before weed. Like that. It's fucking insane. Like when I was anybody who came in August to Vegas, you guys have got to try all these legal, you know, mushrooms that are out there, and man, it's getting fucked up. That's what's so fucking crazy, man. And Stranger said, Huss, that's a machine that vaporizes pee and uses lasers to know what's in it. What the shit? What the shit? Oh, man, that's intense. And Peacock said, I need some of those chocolate bars. Yeah, man. Yeah, the chocolate bars, that's from someone here in Vegas. And they're like, like $40 a bar. And I mean, they're intense. All the other ones, pretty much everyone except for those chocolate bars, I got all those at the Champ Show. All free samples and free giveaways. And man, I just knew we're gonna be saving them. We're gonna be saving them for something big. And Mike Lopez, better plug for the flex. Samson or Pee Wee Herman and Blow. This is Samson, Smarter Pants. Yeah, because Pee Wee Herman and Blow kind of did George Young dirty, you know, in the end. I can't have a guy like that in my flex, but I do like it when he's like, I don't know, George, you know, just what did he say? Security, airports, planes. It seems really risky. Oh man, fucking Pee Wee Herman, R.I.P. Garrett, he said, I got Kamara and Hollywood on my bench. Are they too valuable to hold on to for injuries / bye weeks? Any RBs, wide receivers you think that I could upgrade to if I package them? I don't know. Like, I mean, Kamara he's shown that first game that he came back with like the 13 receptions or whatever. I bet people were like super, you know, enamored with him. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that could get you necessarily. You got to find someone that really likes Kamara and Hollywood. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be forcing a trade with those guys. I don't even know what they're going to try to get you. And Peacock, Candy makes you Randy. Did he say Randy or Dandy? Cannot remember. Candy makes you dandy. Hey, Philly Mike OG, what up, homie? All right. I wonder if we got the snap counts for yesterday's game yet. We do. MVS still playing the most snaps. Ooh, but Rashee Rice jumped up to 49% snaps. There we go. Dang. Travis Kelce only played 69% of snaps.
69, dudes!
Crazy. Let's see. Who else are we looking at? Okay. Nick Bolton, 88%. Willie Gay, 69%.
69, dudes!
Drew Tranquil, 37%. So he still clocked the 15 points, but just like I predicted, Drew Tranquil went back to, you know, just a regular role player, getting a third of the snaps, him and Leo Chenal. And hey, now that I sent Bogey the link, he can actually join. He's here.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Let's go! I must have smoked the whole joint just waiting in the backstage of the wrong link. And then I realized, bro, I know I'm not that high, bro. This motherfucker's hella late. I text you with the yo, you know, the patented hustler text. The hustler move. Whenever you're late on hustler, it text you yo. That means what the fuck you at, bro? I text him with the yo. I'm like, oh shit, I'm in the wrong link. I was like, wait a second, you didn't even send me the link.
Yeah, I was all bad. I swore I sent it right before I went and
I swore I got it too.
Song.
I swear I got it too. I mean, I saw some alert and I just clicked it, bro. But I guess I was still open to the thread. It was the yesterday's, last night's in there, yeah.
And Uncle Buck, he said I should have played Jay Cooper. What's crazy is that they actually have Van Ginkel projected for points this week. Yep. And if Jalen Phillips comes back, he's probably not going to hit that 8 projected points that he has up there right now.
I realized this is a trend, bro. It takes like 3 weeks before they start projecting the motherfucker, unless your name is H2O, bro, because Henry Tuatu ain't got no motherfucking, I don't think he's projected yet.
Nope. Man. You know who I got in there and who I left in the matchup for this week versus Uncle Buck. He pretty much only does good versus his old teams or in prime time. So we're getting Khalil Mack on a Monday night versus the Cowboys coming off a bye week. And then who knows if we'll play him ever again.
I mean, he plays the Raiders again.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. We play the Raiders. We're playing them.
Yeah. You ready for this? He plays Chicago.
This year they play the Bears?
Yep. They play the NFC North this year.
Ooh.
Yeah, because look at the Raiders already done played the Packers. Chiefs and played the Vikings. They're in their rotation, you know what I mean?
All right.
The AFC West plays the NFC North and the AFC East this year.
Oh, shit. They play the Bears 3 games from now.
Revenge.
Oh, hey, it's on a Sunday night. Ooh, even better. Revenge narrative on Sunday Night Football. Psh, even better for Khalil.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only time he balls. Every time else, I don't know. He doesn't get up for those 1 o'clock games.
He'd be like on the IR. He'd be like, listen, designate me to return for this game. He's like, you're not even hurt. I know. Put me on the IR till then.
Marty said Foreman or Miles Sanders. Foreman. I mean, as of right now, I'm going Foreman. We got to hear about Miles Sanders like getting in a full go at practice or something.
Miles Sanders
banged up.
Who they playing against? The Dolphins?
Yeah, which I mean, that's not a bad game. So just about his fucking health, man.
I mean, they'll get a lot of garbage time, I'm sure, and then they'll choose to do what they want with that garbage time because they'll let them. That's kind of how their MO. Get a 3 possession lead. Let them kind of catch up, score again. It's Miami's bag this year.
Peacock said the key to great Halloween costume is the wig work.
Yes. Don't even tell us what you're going to be. He's about to pop up as a giant Chucky. Watch, I swear.
Well, he said he never got a chance to go to Party City, but he said he's going to make it a point to get there or Spirit.
Yeah. Hey, Spirit be yanking, bro. My kids don't ever want to go like through half the store, right? They be looking about all the little decorations and shit. Don't look at that shit, bro. It's not real. I start going near. Wait, watch this. I go up to the crazy lady. She's like hanging like a ghost. Look at this. Start tugging on the dress. See that? And they're screaming, no! Relax.
And Philly Mike OG, will Tony Jones for Arizona play a role this Sunday versus the Rams? I doubt it.
Maybe about 4%, 8% snaps, maybe, if that. I mean, I don't know if there's a coaching correlation for him to like be able to like know the system right away, but I mean,
depends if Keontae Ingram comes back or not.
There you go.
Then Tony Jones should have some kind of a role.
And he'll be behind fucking DeMarcados.
Yeah. Happy Trees, he said, drop Dotson or for a plug-in QB for T-Law on the bye week or hold for now. I got AR-15 in my IR spot. My options are Danny Dumbass or Derek Carr. Ooh.
You don't want none of them. You play Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Well, no, he's
on the bye week. You just wait. Just wait. Because like if Dotson actually has a big game here, then you might be able to flip him. You don't even have to think about dropping him. He could be used as a throw-in. You know what I mean? Like a 2-for-1 or something. You know what I'm saying? You win. Dotson will be that second.
And Peacock said, and the accessories like the time that Gemmo dressed as Bogard.
I remember out of nowhere, Jumbo's like, he's such a Sagittarius because he couldn't keep it a secret. He's like, you guys don't know what I'm gonna be. I'm like, what you gonna be? Don't worry, it's a surprise. Then it's like the day of, he texted me, can you text me a picture of your studio? I'm like, okay. And so I gotta take a picture. Like, no. Like from the perspective of the viewers watching, like, like when you're on, and I'm like, oh, you're about to be me, huh? He's like, no, sir. What gives you that idea?
Man, like there's not a bunch of videos out there of you somewhere.
No, but he wanted like, remember my back? I had my legit like background. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with the foam pads and all that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then like he came on there, he had the hat tilt. He had a Niner hat. He had the glasses and the fucking. He's holding the mic. Remember I used to hold the mic and shit. Just interrupting everyone. And then I swear the next year, Clock came as me. And he was like, but Clocks was funny. He'd just be like, I'm saying, you know what I mean? Just over and over again. You know what I'm saying? No. Like, damn, he got exactly like me.
Derek said he's about to be Bogey for Halloween.
Let's go. What do you know? Bogey's gonna be your brother.
Oh man, Uncle Bucky said dropped K-Mac 2 weeks ago, and he said using my own poison against me. Let's go. There we go.
I won't say any names because I actually think it's flattering, but like, you know what I mean? Like I'll see some of the crew in the chat like asking certain questions or whatnot, then I'll see them swoop them up. You know what I mean? You know, I'll be like, fuck. I was looking at Isaiah Simmons' zoo. I mean, I'm like, he was in the chat that day. I'm like, is that egotistical to think that? I'm like, he got some good information for me.
Mike Lopez said that Parsons has been trash so far. Let's go see how trashy he's been.
For reality, he's been great. IDP, not so much. Had a nice game that started the year off, obviously. Who didn't from the Giants?
No, it was his second game. Well, I mean, 15 points in the first game. I mean, that's all right. I mean, that's just like should be a baseline for him. There's 39 against the Jets, 17 against Arizona, and then 5-5 the last 2 weeks.
I think my favorite about our scoring format for IDPs is when they swoop a fumble or take or snatch a pickup, because them return yards is chunky if they can manage to get some. You know what I mean? It's just like a running back or a receiver would. You feel me? So, because that 39 points that he got week 2, it was a big old fumble recovery that he took like 40 yards back. So that's already like, you know, an 8-point swing right there, or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Marty said sounds like possible nasty weather in Chicago. Hey, let's not listen to these fucks too much on the nasty weather.
I'm if I know somebody that lived there, that's who I'm gonna believe in. You know what I mean?
39% of showers and only 15 miles per hour winds right now.
So the rain and the wind shouldn't be effective as far as like what we've seen before. You want to look for like winds that are over like 25 miles an hour gusts or up to 25 mile an hour gusts of winds. That's when you want to worry about it. You see all the shorter ADOT. But even last night, the wind did pick up in that second half pretty significantly. You know what I mean? And then when I called my mans from Chicago yesterday, you know what I mean? I said, stick your head out the window, bro. He's like, it's raining, bro. And he said, if the rain is supposed to continue throughout Saturday and clear up Sunday, but when it clears up, you know what I mean? Apparently the meteorologist is saying 39% during the game time. So, you know what I mean? But as long as the wind ain't tripping, you know what I mean? Still though.
Tino said, I'm gone for 5 minutes and you guys are bashing Parsons. No.
He's back. Parsons is so awesome.
I don't think it's bashing him to say what he's done and, you know, like how many points he scored.
If I was at the town meeting and Parsons was running for city council, I'd vote against him.
Let's see. Not the human. It said, should I take Debo and Jalen Warren?
I got the big dump truck pulling up. Y'all hear it? Yeah. Now Parsons is over there.
If you're getting
up, it's over there. Parsons.
If you're getting Debo, do it. If not, hell no.
It's the biggest garbage truck I ever seen. See, that's some respect right there. Parsons deserves the biggest, baddest garbage truck you've ever seen. Yeah, go ahead, pick him up.
Emil said if Jeff Wilson doesn't play, is Salvin Ahmed worth the pickup? Yeah, but you better pick him up now, because once we get any kind of news on Jeff Wilson not playing, then everyone's going to be trying to pick up Ahmed.
We're talking about Ahmed.
Yeah, still a desperation play.
It's Carolina, so you know what I mean. There's a chance that if they chew a clock out at one point, maybe Salvin Ahmed. That was a giant ass fucking street sweeper looking motherfucker driving backwards down the whole street. That shit was crazy.
Philly Mike OG, which quarterback has more upside this week? Purdy, Geno, or CJ Stroud?
It'd be in order for me, it'd be Geno, CJ, and then Brock. Actually, I'm gonna go Geno and then Brock, because Brock, he just has the upside of 2 touchdowns out of nowhere. It's the bad matchup. So yeah, you know, I'll keep my same order. Geno, CJ, the Brock. Geno should shoot it out here. against the Bengals. It's good defense, but still.
Yeah, I think I'm putting Brock over CJ Stroud. I think it just has to do with the weapons, the weaponry.
I just don't like that game with PJ Walker on the other side too. I definitely played the Brock over like all my Russ except for in League 18. He got me a whopping 9 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's still Geno, Brock, and Stroud for me, the order. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just tough. Brock could just, like, throw it 1 yard to CMC, and CMC just house it at any time. So, got to like that upside. Big BS said Godwin or Nico. Probably go Godwin. They said a full PPR play whoever misses between Evans and Dell. Shit, I mean, Dell's more than likely going to miss.
You can expect them both to miss out. And if you're looking for a pivot, I'm pretty sure Trey Palmer's available. He's been playing about 90% of the snaps since Evans went out. So that'd probably be like the ugly pivot that actually could be in play here. Because I'm pretty sure like it might be dry out there. But yeah, that's a recommendation for me. Maybe a Josh Downs is available. If the off chance there, I swoop him up.
Song said nobody wants Dotson. Trust me. Not right now, for sure.
That's what I say. Get him shiny. Use him as a throw-in. People, you know, he scores a touchdown. People like, oh. They do that.
What up, Fernando? Crispy said Ritter Dobbs.
Ritter at home.
Yeah. Versus the
I like Dobbs against the Rams though. I'm not mad at that either. Yeah, I probably I like Ritter at home. All his big games have been at home so far. Let's ride that trend. Dobbs really didn't have the upside, and his floor kind of got in danger last week.
Tina said we should all be bogey for Halloween.
That'd be tight. and I'll be the mighty bogey leading of the bogey pack. And just, everybody.
Oh man, that should be funny. And Brock, what up? What up? He said full PPR trade Puka for Mixon.
Ooh,
said he's already got
bogeys, but they're wearing their team. It'd be like multiverse variant bogeys. Philly bogey. Here's Cowboys bogey. Oh man,
that'd be funny.
Not really.
And he said for context, I already got Cooper Kupp, and he said my RBs are Javonte and Ramondre. Feel like you should just be able to get something better than Mixon though. But I mean, this would be the matchup to trade him though.
Yeah,
trade for him.
Yeah, because he should tear Arizona a new one on the ground. Everyone has been.
And Kid has said when Phillips comes back, I think Chubb will become a rotational piece. Van Ginkel will be on the field. He's too good not to be. Well, he said this multiple times. All of them are a part of a 4-man rotation.
And you know why they keep saying
misses? When one of the guys misses, everyone's percentage automatically goes up because they don't add someone else to the 4-man rotation. It's now a 3-man rotation. So they're going to keep the same 4-man rotation when Phillips comes back.
If you watch the games, Bradley Chubb's the one that they relegate the double teams to. It's kind of crazy. And he's paid. They traded for him and then paid him. So he's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? It just sucks because like you can't use him in IDP. We want him to exist because for what it's worth, he opens it up for everybody else. You know what I mean? You ain't seen him getting those sack totals. Everybody else is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's the one who's paid out of everyone? Bradley Chubb. Everyone else is not getting any money, and that's why Bradley Chubb's getting like 70 to 80% of the snaps when all 4 guys are there. And when all 4 guys are there, Ginkel and Phillips get like 45 to 50%. And then the other dude, Mr. Hand, gets like 30% of the work.
Maybe the thing that he's right about is Ginks gets more, like even when Phillips comes back, because maybe he gets a little more, a little more of the share. You know what I mean? Maybe he gets 50 to 45 instead. You know what I mean?
In week 1, Phillips got 90% of the snaps, and then he got hurt. And then when he came back in week 3, he got hurt again. Like, that's the thing. So it's like literally every time he's gotten hurt, Van Ginkel's been the one to step up.
And he's the one poised for the, you know what I mean, the breakout year still. I think Van Ginks is just like, he's just overachieving right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Every time Phillips has been on the field, he's been balling. He just can't stay on the field.
But maybe Van Ginks earned himself a little more keep. I don't know. I'd say, but yeah, I mean, once again, the Phillips with the draft capital and like, but then he does have a new regime that's like its new regime could be just favoring. I mean, remember early on they were favoring David Long over Jerome Baker. Maybe it was just because Jerome Baker was. I mean, he wasn't getting to it fast enough as Long was, but
saying Van Ginkel is better than Jalen Phillips is kind of like saying Alex
better than Chubb. Really, I'm the one that said Phillips. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, always say things. Well, either way, who cares? Either way, Phillips and Chubb can both be in this. If anyone saying Van Ginkel is better than Phillips or Chubb, just like more talented of a player. I mean, that's like saying that Alexander Madison is better than Dalvin Cook, or at the time Tony Pollard is better than Zeke, or
Lamar Miller better than Sean Marino.
Yeah, it's like literally.
You're like, love, they can get Lamar Miller some more work, bro. I'm telling you.
Like Van Ginkel's doing solid, right now. But like when it comes to talent, I mean, you're talking about 2 first rounders versus like someone who's just kind of, I don't know, over projecting is like, just like Bogey said, just kind of
overachieving.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Is it Ron? What up?
Ronell.
Okay, let me see. He already answered this. Where was he at? Was he on Twitch when he asked that? Yeah, it was on Twitch. Thanks for coming over to YouTube. Did you hear the answer earlier when we answered that? And Fernando's got him in an iffy spot this week. If Jeff Wilson or Roshan Johnson is good to go, should I start any of them over Brandon Cooks? Start either of them over Brandon Cooks, but I don't think either one of them are playing though.
And it would be Roshan for me against Minnesota. But then at the same time, I don't think he's gonna clear today. If he gets in another DM, he has 2 DMPs in a row. You know what I mean? And that means that's just because they're mandated to tell us that. That means he wouldn't practice on Monday or Tuesday either. So just expect to have no Roshan. See if maybe Deontay Foreman's available. That's a swoop and play right away. You know what I mean?
Brock said, I'm from Chicago. 56 degrees with that wind and rain won't be the worst conditions they play in all year. Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, that's what's crazy is like from the outside looking in. Yeah, maybe people are going crazy. Like, oh, man, 15-mile-an-hour winds and 40% chance of rain. Like, it's going to be some disgusting weather, like, over there. But, like, that's just
back in the days, Brad, no matter how windy it was back in the days, then mind you, they call Chicago the Windy City.
Yeah.
No matter how fucking blistery and windy it can get, Mike Ditka's hair never moved an inch, bro. That motherfucker just, he had his own hairspray too? The Mike Ditka hairspray, bro.
I believe it. That makes it
if you ever like broke your leg, right? They'll just spray it on the leg. That shit'll hold it till the medics come. You know what I mean?
And Mike said, like Singletary said, I want winners.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win
play with him.
Cannot coach with him.
Can't do it.
I want winners. I want people that want to win.
You hear me, Vernon Davis? He did that whole press conference really just the shit. It was all getting on Vernon right there.
Hell yeah.
Cannot play with him.
Can't do it. And Philly Mike OG Ridley or Kirk this week in Indy said start both or pick one.
Both.
Yeah, this is kind of a week to start both.
Shoot out. That game could shoot out for real. Secondary's not that great. They're kind of better against the run, the Jags defense. And then then the Colts, they're like middle of the pack and everything. You know what I mean? Or like they're actually at the top half. That's not the top half to be. It's not the half to be on when it comes to like what they give up. They're giving up. They're like 13 against the run. They're I think 14 or 15 against the pass.
Yeah.
And Gardner Minshew revenge narrative. I like that. I probably put too much into that, but it kind of makes me feel like this could be like a little, semi shootout. And I'm pretty sure they're giving them 40. Are they giving them 41, 42 on this game? Because then I'd like the over.
And Triple XX said, what's up, my G's? Hope everyone is doing well. Hell yeah.
Likewise, brother.
What up, Cesar?
It's my favorite? My favorite when they ask me, it's how you doing, Buggy? Man, you know, slow motion in the big ocean, just trying to stay afloat. That's my favorite, right? You know what's my what I really can't stand, really grinds my gears when I go, hey bro, how you doing? Blessed. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Shit annoys the fuck out of me.
44.5 is the over-under over there.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say I like them around 44-ish, the point total. Okay, so they might got me there. They might got me there.
Shout out to Rising Rhino. He said Colts are playing tough football. What up, bro?
Yeah, they are, bro. Shout out to the Rhino. And with Gardner Minshew against who just someone who could, like, you know what I mean, actually survey a field and make some reads and extend some drives.
Tino said now he's adding blessed to his vocabulary.
Tino, how you been, Tino?
And he says I want to be Dr. Bogey.
Yes. See, this here is a phalange. See that?
Oh man,
that's what you use to start and sit your players. See that?
Got to use it just like this. See, just like this.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they do the swipe. Yeah.
Philly Mike said if Cole Kmet doesn't play, do you pivot to Tunyon or double stack Mooney and DJ Moore with Fields? Man, fuck Mooney. I just don't like starting people after they get a 0.
Hey, Kmet might go. I mean, he might be in danger of going.
You mean of not going?
Yeah, I'm not going. And he's talking to flex. I think he's talking to flex here.
I don't even know if he actually practiced this week. Let's see. Limited, but it's a hamstring injury.
Yeah, that's all bad.
Yeah. So
yeah, because then even if he plays, he'll be limited on the field.
Like, and are those literally your only pivots? Like literally. Because it's not like it's like a 1 o'clock game or an afternoon game or Sunday night game or anything. It's one of the early games.
Maybe go check for a Gerald Everett. Maybe someone dropped him over the bye week.
Well, for Logan Thomas. How's Logan Thomas still
Logan Thomas.
in some of these leagues still?
You know what I'm saying? And and then I'm assuming this is a tight end he's putting in his flex. Because then
which I don't really
want. I'm mad at the Mooney play. It's like,
how many points did Mooney get last week?
Same as me.
Yeah.
We were killing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that's why I don't know. It's just is it just me or is anyone excited to start someone after they get a 0? Especially someone like Mooney.
My man Darnell Mooney Tunes.
Fuck, he's been so bad. Yeah, I just wouldn't start Mooney, but who else? There's got to be some other
from the Mooney bin.
Got to be some other guys who are options on waivers.
You got to be going to the Mooney bin. Think about starting Darnell Mooney Tunes.
Notorious. He said Michael Wilson for Elijah Moore.
I have all your albums, by the way. Notorious.
Who would you rather have ever, Michael Wilson and Elijah Moore?
Elijah Moore. But then not in this week. And this week, not sure if I want Michael Wilson either. Those corners, I couldn't tell you their names for the Rams, but they're decent. And Michael Williams just playing all the snaps for no reason.
Yeah,
all the snaps, no targets. I'm starting to believe it's a product of the offensive line because the games that they did get it to Michael Wilson was all big stretch field plays down the field. Yeah. So it kind of oh, hold on.
Brian said, should I trade Devonta and Jacoby for Amon-Ra? Yeah, sure. He said, or Jalen Waddle and Myers for St. Brown. Jalen Waddle I think I'd want to keep Waddle. Let's see. Big Trav, should I start T. Higgins, Boyd, Josh Downs, Amari Cooper? Is what's tough about this. It's not going to be Watson, so no Cooper. I say just, ixnay that.
Yeah, against the Niners.
Boyd, give
me Downs.
Yeah, if T. Higgins somehow plays, because he hasn't been practicing, if he somehow plays, I think I'll play him, but Downs with the Ginsu should be solid.
Yeah, and Boyd, he just kind of plays that same. He's just he didn't see no uptick, no more or less, with Higgins in or out. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? They got my man Trent Irwin.
Yeah, he's getting relegated to better coverage on him, and that's
that is true too.
Yeah, it's not helping him. And Pedro, he said, these guys in my league dropped T, Najee, Connor, Gibbs. He said I swooped all of them, and he's 5-0 as of right now.
Man, stand up and take a bow.
Yeah.
I love those type of leagues. That's where you benefit in leagues that doesn't have IRs or shallow benches. You know what I mean? He could pretty much dust whatever's on his bench for some guys that can help you in the second half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that Najee pickup too. People don't like that pickup, but you know what I mean? You're going to have him the rest of the way because there's no more bye weeks. And like, it's got to look better. I mean, you know what I mean? Mike Tomlin is a good coach. He's going to be like, this is what we are doing wrong.
And they're 3-2 right now. So, like, I mean, they're looking mediocre and they still have a winning record.
Come on. That's kind of dangerous, right?
Yeah.
It's like, that's, you know, what's funny is people, I don't know why, the people that know I'm a Niner fan, they always say, bro, y'all look like the best team in the game right now. And then like the Eagles look trash. I'm like, hold on. The Eagles are 5-0. And they're a team that like they look sloppy, but like what if they get it together? If this is how they look when they're sloppy, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy. Steelers are 3-2, and they've given up 30 more points than they've scored. Just somehow doing it in the
Defense
right time.
wins championships.
I mean, for them keeping them in it for sure. So I think the only game where they gave up extreme booty wasn't it the Niners, and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
30. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely. Oh, I guess Texans scored 30 on them also.
You know,
every other game.
Like the junior varsity Niners right now.
They're Niners.
They're the AFC South Niners.
Stanley said, "Should I trade CD for Ayuk and Addison?"
CD for Ayuk and Addison.
This depends on how much you're hurting, but I feel like I just want to keep CD.
I'm not mad at that trade, but like I think CD it's just frustrating with Ayuk because like this might be a frustrating week again unless he breaks a big one or catches a touchdown or something. Because it's like, man, you know, bad matchup, a lot of weaponry, a lot of mouths to feed. You would say. I feel like the only safe pieces to have on that offense, and I'm gonna say, is CMC, obviously, and then the Brock. Like it's safe as far as fantasy goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what's dope about the Niners? Tell me when, outside of complaining for money, when did you ever hear any of our stars getting squeaky? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one's like, I need to be in Baltimore. Everyone just plays their part. You know what I'm saying? And then what sucks is like the things that Ayuk and Debo and Kittle that do that don't show up on a stat sheet, like blocking. You know what I mean? Like,
thanks for popping in, Rhino. Rhino says off work today. Let's get it.
Michelle, Rhino, enjoy your day off, man.
Raphael said Swift for Mostert. He has Madison as number 2 and Spears as the number 3. I don't want to trade.
I'd rather rock with Swift.
Yeah.
It's just a better line. And like, you know, like Mostert is a ticking time bomb as well as Swift when you talk about injury histories. But like, yeah, it's one of the better rushing teams. You know what I'm saying? For the last couple of years with the Eagles. And then like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like on a week to week basis, the Dolphins are so good they could beat you up however they want to. All right, this week we're doing it on the ground and the air. This week all aerial. You know what I mean? Like it just
Roberto. He said just lost JJ. Unfortunately, got offered Olave for Joe Burrow. So I'm 4-1. My QBs would be Kirk Cousins, who's already starting for me all those weeks. He said best wide receiver is Christian.
I'll move Kirk Cousins. I say Kirk Cousins is pacing for 5,000 yards, bro. And you know what I mean? I'm like, because I think the higher upside the rest of the way could be Joe Burrow, bro. Like, I mean, we're already not gonna have Jefferson for him for 4 weeks at minimum. You know?
Yeah.
Kind of
Philly Mike OG said can only start 2 out of Mostert, Kyren, or Swift.
It'd be Mostert and Swift.
Yeah.
Kyren's playing against Arizona. I mean, so there is that, but it's like it's hard to get off the Mostert play. And then I like Swift against Jets, because Jets have actually been giving up gaping holes. You know what I mean? Gashing. I mean, look at just everyone this year on them. You know what I mean?
Resin Rhino said, what are the bottom 8 QBs that you shouldn't even be starting in a 2 QB league? Huh, good question.
Okay, I got one.
Like Mac Jones shouldn't be starting, but yet somehow they are.
Mac Jones, right? Any dumbass.
Bryce Young.
Okay, Bryce Young. Even though he's starting to throw a little more, right? This doesn't look any good though. It's gonna be low ceiling play. Okay, I'm just gonna say it, bro. Derek Carr. I mean, just saying, like, who feels any good starting Derek Carr on a week-to-week basis, bro? It's like they go out and win games, and it's almost like in spite of him.
Yeah,
some of those games, I should say. I mean, he's had one 300-yard outing, and the rest, I don't think he's even broke 200.
Bryce Young has one more point than Derek Carr on the season.
I'd still start Bryce Young over Derek Carr.
Oh, here's one though. Ryan Tannehill definitely shouldn't be started.
You know, it is kind of cool is that maybe there is some chemistry that they're finally building, some actual rapport between him and Hopkins. It kind of looked like that way the last couple of weeks. And then, like, I mean, Hopkins, it's like, it sucks that he's coming on slow, but it makes sense if you think about it. He's never practicing on purpose because they're giving him rest days. You know what I mean? He got into training camp, was really light in training camp because he was still like nursing whatever, ankle or whatever. And then at the same time, he knows the offense. The offensive coordinator was the same coordinator with him in the Texans when he had his career year. So I was just kind of waiting for it to click eventually. So Tannehill, dare I say, I'd play over Carr and Mac Jones and all those guys.
Man, what the fuck? Brandon said, what's good, gang? He said, woke up to adding T. Higgins off of waivers this morning.
Let's go.
He said, can't nobody tell me shit. Man, it's wild that people are just like abandoning T. I mean, but these are those leagues where no IR spot, 5 bench spots probably. Like,
I had to drop him, bro. What am I supposed to do? My kicker was on a bye week. You know, there's been instances where I had my IRs filled up and I just went with no kicker, bro.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, I'm gonna wait this thing down to Monday. If I need a kicker, I'll drop something and pick one up. But I'm like, and then, you know what I mean? I was in the clear. I was like, okay, cool. It's just whoo, you know what I mean?
Fucking Tino, he said, LOL, just drove off the site and left my phone there was why I couldn't hear you guys. Damn.
Well, at least a homeless person didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
You know, they're everywhere out there, Tino.
Look at this. Cesar got Higgins off of waivers this morning as well. That's what's crazy because that means that he got dropped on Wednesday during this waiver cycle.
Okay, listen.
Insane.
Hey, just drop T. Higgins wherever you got him, man. I want to feel his joy.
So I can pick him up and see what this feels like.
Okay, how about this? You drop him, and then let's see who outbids it.
Can we look and see how much money we have first?
Never mind. That's not. I don't have any. I think I spent like over 100 in all my joints already.
Man, but yeah, I can't believe that T. Higgins is getting dropped in places. Crazy. One thing that I wish was a little bit different about Sleeper and about every fantasy platform out there. I told you guys all we need is like a few million to build, you know, this just the best fantasy site ever, and then a few million to maintain it. And we would kill it.
Someone get me Austin Eckler on the phone right now.
Yeah, let's go. Tell him to stop being a bitch. And we need what the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah. Because one thing that really chaps my ass, I will say, is like a guy who he's out for, let's say, like week 5 last week.
My bad. What really chaps my ass.
Gotta bring it back to Dumb and Dumber. He's out for week 5. They don't practice on Wednesday or Thursday, but they're still just questionable, you know, for the week. It's almost like their designation shouldn't change until they get into practice.
Okay, I got this. You ready?
Yeah.
You know how we have IRs?
Yeah.
We should have an extra spot, like kind of like a taxi, but it's the practice squad. You got like one spot. You can hold a guy and have him inactive. So say it could be like a handcuff or you know what I mean? And like, listen, I gotta elevate my guy from the pack. And you might, but you're limited to it. You maybe only got 1 or 2 of those a year, maybe 4 a year or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at it. I mean, I don't know if that would really, if that has to, I mean, I don't know if that would solve the problem what I'm talking
I mean, you would still have to have things. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's what we already have basically on Sleeper. Like if they're doubtful, but see, they have to be doubtful.
Well, no, but here's what I'm saying. Here's where the change should be. If they don't play last week, week 5, let's say, let's just use
this is real specific.
Roshan.
Specific. Yeah.
Use Roshan as an example on this. So he I mean, he's out as of last week, right? Like you can put him on the IR like on Monday or Tuesday or whatever, you know, because he went out, so you can put him out. He still hasn't practiced or anything right now, but he's questionable. So what I'm saying is if they don't practice, their status on the app shouldn't change. So we wouldn't have to take them off the IR. But if they practice, then they should get the Q next to their name because then they are questionable. At least they got into practice.
So we get them. We're gonna go ahead and get them. We're calling the status quo setting. Listen, brother, they didn't change the status quo, but he's clearly not practicing. But see, and I guess that would be like it would be due to the report from the day prior, right? Because then if they got eliminated, it'd be like you can't make a move until you remove such and such from the goddamn guy.
Because guys in concussion protocol, I don't even think they're technically active on the roster. You know what I mean? Like until they bring them back to practice. Like I'm pretty sure that those guys are like quote unquote inactive.
I mean, they're active because it goes. You get passed by the team neurologist first. Then that allows you to get back.
But like Roshan, he hasn't been.
Oh, okay. Actually, you might be right here because think about this. Jeff Wilson, he's they opened up his 21 days. Same thing like they did with Cup and Taylor, and like even with Cup and Taylor, they were able to go and practice. They weren't on the active roster yet, but they were able to go and practice. And then once they got,
until they get cleared from concussion protocol, I think they're technically inactive.
They are. Listen. They are active technically, but I know what you're saying.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm talking about just like on paper.
Like physically not doing anything. They're not active. Yes, they should be. That would be a cool setting if we could put those guys in the IR already. You know what I mean?
They could stay in the IR.
The IRR is what we'll call it. The injured reserve. There it is.
And Rhino said, what kills me in fantasy is if a player gets injured for the game, you can't make mid-game changes like if Anthony.
Yeah, but that's how the game is. I would hate that.
Yeah. The one thing
what do they call that a McGluffin, or they call it a
it's the golf term, the mulligan.
Mulligan. There you go. Man, the fucking mulligan, man.
I mean, it would be kind of cool if you could change players at like if you could swap them out at halftime for like someone else,
and you only get the halftime production,
and you only get the first half or second half or whatever.
Yeah, that would be cool if there was a league like that. If this was just one like style of league, like how we do vampires and all shit. Like if there was like a league like that, I guess that'd be cool. But then I would you can only be relegated to what, one mulligan a game, or what, one a week, one a matchup, or I don't, you know what I mean? And
there definitely have to be some rules around that.
Would you have to relegate your mulligan already? Like designate it?
No, because I bet I feel like something like that, it could almost be like one or two spots that you could do per week, let's just say per week.
I'm not joining that league.
It would be wild. Man, and I really can't believe that there's some leagues that don't allow you to drop people that are on the bench that played.
Yeah, like if you had Sky Moore, for example, and you didn't use him and he's on your bench and then now he's locked up. That's shit's whack. I hate leagues like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And in Sleeper, it's actually the default setting. You have to go in there and do that.
No, it's not the default setting.
Oh, you have to go and switch it back. So whoever has it actually consciously went to switch it that way.
Exactly.
Don't like it.
I think it's default like that for Yahoo and ESPN, if I'm not mistaken.
Yahoo is never like that because I never had to change that.
Okay, then not Yahoo. Then.
No.
Which I don't know. I think you can go. I'm pretty sure you can go in there and change that setting. Maybe it's like that on all of them, where you have to go in and physically change that setting. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it, and that's really only like I know there's people who could exploit that rule, but like if you're paying attention that much, and there's just people out there on the waivers who are going to stay there anyways, and you're just the one who makes the move, before the second set of games start. Because I like doing that if it ever comes.
Yeah, a mulligan league is what they call it.
No.
No, I'm just saying like that could be the name of that league, the mulligan.
Oh, okay, yeah. Which I have no idea how that would even,
I mean, it would be,
it doesn't exist right now. So
this is how it sounds, right? We introduced this format, right? And then here's you next year. All right, just fucking hold on, everyone on the stream. Got to switch this guys out for somebody.
Yeah, see, like that's why. Yeah, it would not be someone. It would not be that.
And then, like, how would you do that, right? Would we have to have an extra flex in there? That's just you keep it empty. Then, if it came to it, because then how would you document the points, right?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have to be like something that
has the setting in there to calibrate everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I'm over making more manual work for me because we're only adding more and more leagues. So like,
if you are going to be the commissioner to spearhead this new movement, I nominate you. I'll join the Mulligan League, the first iteration, as long as you're doing all that crazy shit.
Yeah, because next year we're going to be doing more dynasty leagues. I'm probably going to pick and choose which ones I join. It might not be every one because we're going to do some offense only dynasty leagues as well.
Team, I'm at 14 teams right now, and to the best of my ability, I almost remember everywhere I have guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I was like, oh my god, I have Russ in what was it? I had Russ in 11, 18, 21. Start making all the switches. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, who do I have as the backups? I'm like, oh no, in 18, I only have him and Dak. Oh no, I only have him and Dak. Because I start realizing how whack Dak is too. Fuck.
Danny Pesos has officially been ruled out.
There it is. And say Queasy. Real Queasy.
I mean, they didn't rule him out yet. They didn't rule him out at all. So I don't know.
I kind of need him there. Like, so then I could shine him up and flip him in the one dynasty spot I have him out of everything this year. I have 0 Saquons except for that one.
Gonna shine him up real nice. Yeah, I do not remember which. I just have too many teams, and like I don't know.
Well, see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not in nearly as many as you, bro. It's what makes me feel good. Damn, man, so many fucking leagues are stressful. Oh, but at least I'm not as many as Hustler. That's why it is quite impressive that you compete the same in every league, no matter how many numbers of leagues. Depending on the person, obviously, you have some that get a bad run at it. But like out of all your 14 leagues right now, I think I only have one that's sub 500, and that one's 1 in 4 going into this week. And it's a Patrick Mahomes team.
Now let's see out of all these dynasties.
I have only one, yeah. Everyone else is over 500.
Number 20, that one's bad for me. I'm 1 in 4. Let me see.
For me, it's 22.
Number 11, 1 in 4. I think I've had multiple QB injuries over there. 2 and 3 in the number 9 and 2 and 3 in the number 8. My team's kind of shit the bed over there because of injuries also.
Okay, you ready for this? I got it.
Aaron Rodgers teams, man. Like that's really what it is. Like Aaron Rodgers really fucked me in a lot of these dynasties.
But see, that's from years of having Aaron Rodgers. That's not like because you're like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure you, like everyone else that had him in dynasty when he went to the Jets, you're like, all right. Because just having that one bad year with the Packers, I was like, hey, give me something new. No more Adams there. I'm like, give me just my man Roger can't die like that. But then he dies like this. So, there's that.
So it looks like 6 out of 7 if we can. Well, yeah, let me not. I guess these are 1 and 1, so they cancel each other out. So I got 27 that I'm in right now, and then 7 of them are 2 and 3 or less. Yeah.
What about that's a good ratio? What about in our app, right? This is what we'll have. is a section, and you got to pay. You're gonna like this part. They got to pay for this section. Okay? It's an upgrade. So like, and it's built for guys like us, 40 plus leagues, whatever it is. And I'll put in Russell Wilson, and it'll show me right away everywhere I have Russell Wilson. And at one moment, one swoop, I can sit him everywhere, or I could just cut him everywhere. Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like a main master action.
Yeah,
right?
one button completes so many actions.
Or like, okay, I want to claim this guy. He's available all here. So I just start clicking away and then putting the person I'm going to drop for him in each one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just shit like that. Like where he's like, that would be fucking dope.
Yeah.
I want like this too. Like it would jump up out of the screen onto your wall.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. It's like you're wearing those glasses right now. You're wearing the glasses right now.
Oh, I'm wearing the glasses. I'm just right here, huh? I'm just doing like this in the air.
Yeah.
People say, what is he doing? He's looking at that crazy guy. Oh, nah, he's starting his lineup, baby.
It's like in the middle of Walmart or something.
Right in line. Hurry up, bro. You're next. Hold on. Switch.
Game changer.
Look like I'm a fucking mime. In a fucking.
Ray Gamer said just traded Moss and Myers for James Cook. I get Cook.
You like how my example was cut Russ everywhere, one button, though, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, make it real easy. Like I don't have to cut Russ 30 times. Like it's
I
one
have
time.
to be mad every time. I'm in this league too. Fuck.
Done.
It's over with. Okay, what's the trade?
Moss and Myers for James Cook. Kind of blocked because Cook's kind of sucked lately.
I like the outlook of James Cook, though. To me, that's like Zach Moss still has a timer on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that. I think there's still some upside to like, okay, this is what you gotta expect from James Cook. We just want him to be Devin Singletary or better. Devin Singletary was a top 24 guy. The allure of James Cook this year is because he was going so fucking late in drafts that he could potentially be a guy that jumps up into the high-end RB2 area. I didn't think the touchdowns were going to be very scarce for him already because he got Josh Allen the Stallion there. It's already that's already built into his ADP. You know what I'm saying? Why James Cook didn't go hella high? Because this motherfucker will vulture his touchdowns. You know what I mean?
And Song said so. Chase requested a trade. Nah, that was Fugazi.
Yeah, that was fake.
And that was a couple weeks ago. And Stranger said, I doubt Higgins plays. Yeah, I said, if I do expect as a decoy only. And see, and that's the thing, like, even said, like, he can't be a decoy out there because, like, if he's out there on the
jam him at the line.
Yeah, corners could just come up and just jab him right in the fucking ribs, in those first 5 yards.
And if I saw him going in motion every time, or maybe they do target him, but it's on a rub route or something, I'd be like, they're really trying to keep him in some bubble wrap here. Let's hit him. You know what I mean? Let's fucking watch when I stick his ass. Pause.
Yeah, so I don't think he's going to be a decoy. If he, they say he's going to play. I'm assuming he's ready to play, but I don't think that they're going to say
if you're a burner, say you're like a burner, and say you're like a Deshaun Jackson with a rib. That's someone who would be a decoy because you would have to play off like Tyreek Hill, for a better example, recurrent example. Say he had like a rib and he could still run and do all that shit. He could be a glorified decoy that you could actually still use because people are going to play off coverage on those type of guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't want to get burnt. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's unlikely he's out there as a decoy because the type of receiver Higgins is.
Yeah. All right. We just had a trade go down in the number 18. Yep. You are.
Oh, what?
Puka on the move for a 2024 first and Tajee Spears.
Oh, come on. What? I'm just saying though, bro. That was really whack.
You even have a first over there anymore?
I think I do. Do I? Is there a way you can check without me? Because I remember, if I recall, me and you were like trading back in that joint. I might have though.
Yeah, you still have a first.
See, I could have done. I would have not. I would so not have a first right now, and I would have gave him like a better running back, bro. I'm over it. Spears.
But it's funny, who did the trade?
Who?
Bernie Mac.
and brought over Spears.
Yeah.
That's uncharacteristic of him. He paid. Does he have Henry over there or something? He really likes what he's seeing with Spears and how prolific that offense is.
Let's see. Does he
I was being sarcastic for anyone that didn't catch that. Because I was so convincing.
He
right
does
there.
not have Derrick Henry.
Damn, Bernie Mac. Okay.
Maybe he's just not believing the Puka hype, or maybe he's just cashing in on.
Is that's not cashing in though?
I mean, in his eyes, I'm not saying that's cashing in.
He paid up. Who received Puka?
Dixon.
See, now I give him a first and something, and now he'd be like, "Well, I got 2 firsts, 3 firsts now," and I take Puka up off his hands.
Well, he got rid of his first.
Yeah, and that's right. Never mind. I don't know why I was thinking he sent a first for Puka. I was tripping.
Yeah, it was the first in Spears.
Okay, I guess he likes to pick. Yeah. Is Bernie Mac's team in some bad shape here, where he needs like a picks already?
I don't know. He's in 7th place right now, so I don't know. Let me see. Who's his wide receivers? He's got Gabe Davis, Devonta, Jalen Waddle, Tyler Boyd.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can buy Gabe Davis off him.
I wonder. He's got Josh Dobbs and T-Law as his QBs.
Okay,
Maybe he's just
packing it up.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want to start doing better.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Man, more lineman injury for the Jags. They don't expect their left guard, Walker Little, to play.
So what about the left tackle though? What about Brandon Sharif?
Let's see.
The guards.
I mean, they mentioned other people, so I mean, it must be good that they're not.
I know Cam Robinson got banged up again.
Yeah, but full go.
Okay, that's cool. Need that on that right side.
And there's no one else. Those are the only 2 linemen who are on there, Cam and Walker Little, and they're the ones Walker Little is the one who doesn't expect
13th ranked run defense. So, because I think this is, I mean, obviously it affects the passing game too, but like, they've been really, really running ETN. So, you know what I'm saying?
All right. What up, Clock? He said, Bogey just traded me Burrow for Jimmy G and Mingo in the Invitational. What happened? Clock said Bogey just traded me Burrow for Jimmy G and Mingo in the Invitational.
No, I didn't. Lies. I was like, I didn't do that. I got all scared. Don't do it to me.
All right, let me see. All right, let's smoke. Oh, let's see if we found it. Let's see. Yeah, because in these dynasties, when you trade away a first or a second, you got to pay that 20, the whatever the next year is, or whatever year that the trade is. All right, let's see. There we go. Let's switch it. Text message. There we go. All right. Notorious said drop Kendrick Bourne for Jordan Mason. I mean, neither guy is going to be doing that much for you, but if you need a running back more than a bench wide receiver, like, yeah. Ten said, Huss, now the bogey's gone. Do we beat the 49ers? I'm worried they're going undefeated. They're not going to go undefeated. They're going to be a part of some trap games. I mean, shit, this is a trap game for the Niners. I don't think they're going to lose this game, but it totally is. Let's see. Browns, Vikings, Bengals, Jags, Bucks, Seahawks, Eagles. Yeah, so it's probably going to be that one. They're playing at Philadelphia. Seahawks, Cards, Ravens, Commandos, Rams. Uh-oh. For the Jets, Sauce not feeling well. Said he's not there at the start of practice. Uh-oh. Peacock massage. Watson officially out. Yeah, they need to hurry up and change it on the they need to hurry up and change it on the app so I can just start putting them out everywhere. All right. Let's see if they have him listed as out now. Him and Pesos. No, Pesos still is questionable. And Watson still questionable as well. Somebody let me know when you see it change over there. I'm just going to keep the app closed. And fuck no, Philly Mike OG said DTR must start against San Fran. No, it's not even him that's starting. It's what's his name? PJ Walker.
PJ Walker.
DTR is not ready.
Man, you know what? PJ Walker, bruh. I listen, I don't want to jinx anything, bruh. But I really feel good about this game. I don't want to jinx anything, though. I'm about to fuck that up, bro. Now I just wrote trap all over it, huh?
Oh, it's already a trap. I mean, I don't know if it's a trap that 49ers are going to fall for all the way, but it's definitely a trap.
They got I mean, because they do carry their number one defense right now, basically, in most metrics, the Browns. And you could say who they really played to warrant that, right? A wounded Joe Burrow, and then, you know, Pickett, Steelers, fucking the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Tannehill is kind of whack. You know what I mean?
Tino said the 49ers stink.
What does it smell like? Does it reek? Does it reek even?
Does it reek?
Reek of success?
Does it reek of awesomeness?
See, hold on. You know what kind of smells, bruh? What stinks really? It's America. You know? Sorry, it just makes sense that America's team stinks too. It's a really shitty place, America.
Sugar free. He's a savage. Smell something stinking? That's me because I'm the shit.
Yes. I love Sugar Free, bro. Sugar Free is that guy, bro.
Oh, man. You guys ready?
You guys ready? Light skinned.
All right. So not only is Danny Pesos ruled out for the game, they're starting left tackle out, starting center out. Azeez Ojulari out.
Ow. Ow. But see, look at this.
There's going to be a hell of a lot of sacks for the Bills. Start all your Bills, like everybody.
They're worth starting even if they just get one, because they're all like, look at everyone who's been getting sacks there. My man Leonard Floyd.
Yeah.
Right? That Vanessa. Ed Oliver. You know what I'm saying? Terrell Bernard. Right? God damn it. Von Miller's back. He's going to get one or three.
You know what
I mean?
You didn't even say Russo, huh?
Russo, because, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a little banged up. That's why I'm saying I don't know if he's going to go this week. But if he goes, even on a bum ankle, he's going to get one or two or seven.
Tino said, who's the Giants' backup? Tyrod.
Yeah, and I have no Pickett in the Steamboat League, and I managed to grab Tyrod. I might have to roll him out there. But see, here's the thing, though. I got Terrell Bernard. Doesn't help me.
I mean,
it just keeps me even.
Yeah. Tino said Taylor. Oh, man.
Come on, bro. Revenge narrative? What?
Yeah, I feel like
I used to call him Ramrod Taylor.
He's the Ramrod.
Because he'll ram it up the gut.
Team Ramrod.
When people used to, when people was like, okay, should I start Taylor? Like, well, you're looking for like 50 yards rushing. You know what I mean? Maybe, but he had like 30 as a floor, 35, something like that.
Yeah.
He was good for like a touchdown and like 200 yards.
Yeah.
But you know, if you played in like those 4-point passing leagues, like that was like he was a top 12 guy back in, you know, when he had Shady McCoy and you know what I mean? They had Greg Roman and they're doing a bunch of fucking what was it? A bunch of tight end shit. Remember what was his name? O'Shaughnessy? No, Clay. Charles Clay. Remember Charles Clay? Come on, bro. Hey, you know Charles Clay had some games, bro.
Philly Mike OG said Buffalo lost Matt Milano and Trey White. He said Buffalo's done. No, they're just gonna give up more points. That's about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know how you compensate for a bad or like a secondary that's not like shut down? You compensate for that by disrupting the fuck out of everything up front. You know what I mean? And we just look at the guys we just said. You know what I mean? Epinesa, Leonard Floyd, Ed Oliver, fucking Terrell Bernard, Russo, Von Miller. This is fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah.
That's nasty, bro. That's pretty nasty. And then not to mention you got your veteran, they still got their veteran safeties. And they got the young kid, he's a sophomore, the corner. You know what I mean? What's his name? Elam. Yeah.
And Dotson, I mean, he's a pickup now. Tyrell.
Mm-hmm.
Dorian Williams, I mean, it looks like he's only going to be getting maybe 30 to 40% of the snaps, but Dotson should be like, he's probably going to be the 80% guy, like he's just taking over Milano.
He'll be the anchor for Bernard.
Yeah,
I guess in this system, the Sam's kind of the man, huh? Not the MLB.
I mean, what does Bernard play?
He's the middle linebacker.
Okay, yeah, and what's his name?
I mean,
the Sam, right? Yeah. I don't know. Let me go check.
With Steve Wilkes, right? They had I remember Frankie Louvu was like the guy. He was the man. He was the wheel. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm just saying this from the guy like we're pinpointing the 8th the most in fantasy. But see, I mean, it's possible for Bernard and Dotson to both eat here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Milano is the wheel. Yeah.
Oh, the wheel. That's what I meant to say. Because Steve Wilkes and McDermott, they're all from the same elk. You know what I mean? Or he's from that. McDermott's from that Wilkes elk.
Damn, what the hell? He said he lit the grill and it exploded in his face. Who?
Miles? Njoku.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah, fucking man. Yeah, he was crispy. He was crispy fried, bro. Did you see that picture that Lee sent us? You might got to scroll gang up, but
yeah, I remember seeing it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's wild. He's a savage, man. I mean, you know, got some savage.
The next game, right? He played that very next game.
Yeah,
he was burnt up, bro. Can you imagine that when you start to sweat? That shit burns, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because then that's like your nerve coming back to life.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I mean, just some different guys out there. I mean, look at JPP. Motherfucker blows off like what? 2 of his fingers, 3 of his fingers.
Yeah.
Man,
he does like a real 3-point stance.
Yeah, he's got the best 3-point stance in the league. This is the only one that's a true like 3-point stance because it's all he got.
See, what I would do is have like a special glove where I look like a penguin or like I'm throwing up the Vader sign all the time. So you'd be like, you'd be out there with just your 8. You got 8 fingers now, but now that they're a little bigger.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can actually put Watson out now. Oh man, no, it's not letting me. And who's this? Tubby Chili said Raiders, baby. What up? Going up against Patriots. Got an easy matchup, huh?
It's almost safe to say that, like, I mean, they can flatten out here at 500, the Raiders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, there's you got some other competition here going. The game within the game. You know what I mean? Student versus teacher with Josh McDaniel and Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen Bill lose to a lot of his disciples. You know what I mean? Like he's lost to the Texans a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? When they had Bill O'Brien as the head coach, the one game that Matt Patricia beat the Patriots. It was I think it was like week 3 or 2 of week 18.
Mm-hmm.
He went in there and they whooped him up in New England. You know what I mean?
And Stranger said, I guess when you got a fully guaranteed contract like Watson, you don't have a lot of motivation to earn it. Well, see, the thing is, I mean, if he's not going to be out there at his normal self and he goes out there and puts out bad tape or they just get fucked up and they lose anyways because of him, like, it doesn't matter if he's fully healthy or not. Like, there's no excuses. He's still going to get shit on because of that.
I mean, I actually have a theory that he's actually been keeping to himself, literally and physically, because, you know what I'm saying? He's probably got his face plastered on all the massage parlors that he used to frequent. You know what I mean? So he's just at home being a good boy. But you know what I'm saying? He can't rehab that shoulder correctly on his throwing arm because he's a right-handed masturbator. You know what I'm saying? He just keeps going at it, man. He's like, listen, take another week off. Like, what'd you do in the bye week, bro? What the fuck? What happened, bro?
He's practicing the stranger.
Yeah, he's practicing the stranger. He sits on his hands till they go numb, for those that don't know what the stranger is. As soon as his hand falls asleep, waits another 10 minutes. He's like, okay, hold on. We got to get real blue. You know what I mean? And then he starts whacking it off. Calls it the stranger.
He's such a savage.
Or pervert. He's a savage pervert, that Watson.
Yeah,
hit the drop. We haven't hit the drop on him in weeks because fuck him.
Man, he better just get back to form. Let's see who they
Who's
got.
he getting back to? If we get him back next week.
The Colts, Seahawks, then the Cardinals. I'd want to just take that extra week off if I was him too, right? Like, don't go out there and get fucked up.
I mean, nah, man, he keeps jacking off, bro. It'll just never end. He almost needs to get him an actual massage, like a what do they call that? When you monitor someone, like when you like, you know, when remember in Mrs. Doubtfire, he had visitations, but it would have to have someone watching him. What did they call that?
Damn. I mean, was it just monitored visitations?
There you go. Is that what it is?
I think so. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah. See, he needs to get a massage with like 30 motherfuckers from the organization watching him.
Yeah, just to make sure no funny.
He's
business.
behind the glass, like the glass thing.
And Peacock said Njoku playing through looking like a zombie, and Watson can't go because of a sore shoulder. What's different if you can't throw the ball? Like, I mean, that's what this
keeps whacking off, man. He does.
Oh, there you go. Happy Trees supervised visits. There you go.
There you go. Thank you. Give him a ding.
There we go.
Give him a ding. He needs to get some supervised massages.
Yeah, and they have to actually be by team relegated masseuses. No offsite masseuses either. Tino said, "Get the tables."
I'm just saying, bro. We need Watson, bro, for fantasy.
And what Philly says, I thought Bogey was gonna do a Devon or a Bubba. What's that?
No, I was clearly doing a motorboat in the titties. That's what Watson does. When he pops in that motherfucking massage powder. Hello, ladies.
I wonder whose idea it was for Devon to jump off the top rope face
right
first into someone's gooch.
Probably lost a bet.
Well, see, I mean, it was a little bit of gooch, a little bit of balls, because they would always like pull it back, right? And so it's almost like his face is going right in their butthole.
I mean, he's like, really sell it this time, Devon. Really put, like if I'm the one receiving it, like, listen, bro, really, really lay it in me. I'm gonna sell the shit out of that. I want it to look like I ain't having kids no more. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, there were brothers. There were brothers. And hey, look, you know what, bro? I ain't gonna lie. They might have been the first to do the stunners with no lenses, bro. Way before Mac Dre.
Man, they were keeping it real.
The stunners with no lenses. What?
And Philly Mike OG said, bro, Rikishi gave you the straight sting face. Oh man.
Bro. I'm just saying, like, See, can you imagine that too when you're in that meeting with Vince? They're like, all right, so we're gonna and then here's Rikishi's like, all right, my new gimmick, I want to be like from the Pride of Samoa. He's like, no. Since people loved Yokozuna, we're gonna do like a more athletic Yokozuna. Only you're gonna stick your ass in their face.
Well, what's worse, that or the Bronco Buster from X-Pac?
See, but X-Pac probably was like, I want to do that shit. He's like, I got this move right. You know how we be doing the second thing. He's like, I'm gonna put him in the corner. I'm gonna dance around.
Like, which one would be worse to have inflicted on you?
I mean,
I guess Xbox.
I definitely rather big pause. I'd rather receive the Bronco Buster
because at least he's not touching your face with his balls. At least.
Hey, what a king used to say. He used to be like, he got more. His butt got more dimples than a golf ball. You got this big old giant Epcot Center booty coming at you, and it literally called Stink Face, and it's not just a clever name. You know what I mean? It's actually quite accurate. I'm sure. A big old 350 plus man, hella agile and athletic, sweating up a storm with that shit shoved up his ass. You know what I mean? So now you get the sweat juices coming out from the ass itself.
And then he dances afterwards.
Then he hits you with that fucking. And you know what's crazy is like, like if I was like a dad during that time that wasn't into wrestling, but you're like being the cool dad. Yeah, my son, he's into wrestling, I'm gonna take him. And then you go out there and you're like, you're like, oh, it's Rikishi, Dad. What is my 7-year-old watching? You know what I mean? Then the dad see like Stacy Cuber and all them. He's like, oh, okay, son. You know what I mean? All the puppies in the 90s. It was like a prerequisite. Yeah. Like the Divas wrestling was like not even about women wrestling, really. They just wanted them in like bra and panties somehow.
Yeah. And nothing but crazy innuendos, sometimes even just very blatant. Just all kinds.
And now you want to give a Rock a piece of that poo-tang pie? Poo-tang pie. No. Did he even do he did the VR?
No, he didn't.
Okay, he still did the tongue.
But he did say poontang your ass on out of here. Mm-hmm. And the king, it's so funny because you never know exactly what they said. Poontang. He was like, his reaction to that, like, it makes you laugh listening to him. Like his laugh is so like high pitched and giddy, like he can't stop laughing.
Which one did he end up marrying?
Cat.
Wow, he did it.
Yeah.
Did
you see her? Did you see her in that mud wrestling match? Woo doggy. Yeah, Philly might go G the Vince, the kiss my ass club.
Right. Until
Rikishi had to get it. It was so funny. The Rock played him. He was making him think it was going to be the Kiss My Ass Club with Trish Stratus.
He's like,
he almost let him do it. And pushed his face out of there. No, Vince.
hey, Trish Stratus was thick, bro. She had a big old head.
Hell yeah, man.
You know what I mean? She had them old school 90s boob job where it's like concrete. You know what I mean? It sat real high.
We're all Canadians just like her. Like were they all like her?
That's how they make them up there?
I don't know. I mean,
she was thick. She was stacked, bro, for a shorty too.
Yeah.
And supposedly, like she didn't ran like one of the more prolific wrestling schools. Like we're not ran it, but she was like one of the teachers.
Nice.
I forget whose school it was. But yeah, but like a lot of the women wrestlers that's in the last 10 years came out of her shit.
Strange said, I remember Rikishi's pregame ritual. He said, no way in hell am I taking that stink face.
He just in there eating like a dozen hard-boiled eggs, just chewing a block of cheese, right? Eating a burrito, all beans and cheese.
Super Saiyan said, God have mercy on him, Jim Ross, after seeing the Rikishi finisher.
God have mercy.
Man,
I broke him in half. Do that shit.
Yes. Oh God, he broke him in half. Man, yeah, I can't believe they were able to get away with all the stuff they were able to get away with. And I'm 12, 13, 14 during like, maybe 11 through 14 for most of that run.
We had a teacher He was hella cool in junior high, and he'd be like, I know what those DX shirts mean. Like, he was one of those teachers, like he was against rap music and he was against wrestling. So you guys need to be more cultured. Get the fuck out of here. Suck it. I got 2 words for you, teacher. And how would you know? You watch it as a guilty pleasure?
I know, man. You don't know what that means.
It's like, you know why I hate Drake's music so much? I would know. I've listened to a lot of it. I'm like, I gotta really make sure I know I don't like it, you know? Girl, I can't stand Drake. Play that song again.
Philly Mike OG Kane. That's gotta be Kane. He's returned.
It's funny because everyone's like, who the fuck is that? But then, you know, he had the little tidbit so the audience, the viewers know.
Yeah.
It's his brother that was left alone in the fire. He thought he was dead.
Oh,
he
man.
lived with the guilt his whole life.
And his entire body is covered. Oh, he's so deformed. Like he's been burned.
Hold on. He's gonna say something.
Man, JR was way too
happy because he burned his vocal cords.
JR was way too happy when you introduced The Rock for the first time.
Because that was his
he's
guy.
like, oh, this is the blue chipper. He's gonna be the man right here. And he's just like
generation. Rocky Maivia.
It's like doing spins and smiling and shit.
You know what's crazy? Because man, it goes back to when the motherfucker had sat with him and he had $7 in his pocket. Sat down with JR and was like, we're gonna make you a star, kid. And you know, he's sitting there with The Rock. The Rock's what, like 6'5", 6'6"? How tall is The Rock?
Yeah, like 6'6".
It's like 6'6", right? But he was really about 8 feet tall with that hair. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning. Yeah. And he's like,
and the fanny pack made him look way more distinguished.
Mm-hmm. And now fanny packs are in, huh? My girl and them, though, they wear a crossbody. I'm like, oh, that's how you're just cool? That's how the cool kids do it?
Yeah, it's not a fanny pack anymore. It's like a chest pack or something.
I'm like, what is this, man? I'm about to
Philly
wear
Mike
mine
OG said The Rock
I'm not wearing mine like a purse.
Philly Mike OG said The Rock 6'4". He said,
okay, yeah, but he was about
the allure.
He's about 7'3" with the hair. Remember, he had the Patrick Mahomes, like he had like if Patrick Mahomes' hair met Kid from Kid and Play. It was like that. It was like it was high up there, but it was all like Jerry Curlish.
Oh man, and fucking Stranger, he said, yeah, they did that skit where Rikishi was coming out of the bathroom stall and Scotty Tuati complained about the awful smell. Yeah. Of course, man. Yeah, it's just so easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So easy to do, like the Rikishi taking a shit and he's about to put his ass right in your face.
It is funny too because Rikishi, it's them eyes, right? Because you know what I'm saying, it don't matter what. When I was a kid, I was like, that's that fucking Sultan. That's the Sultan. He did the same crescent kick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy though how agile he was, you know what I mean? Being a big ass dude.
Philly Mike OG said Bogey reminds me of D'Lo Brown.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just got because D'Lo Brown, it's like he's like a real life bobblehead, you know what I mean? He can't do really meant this design. D'Lo Brown was the shit. Hey, you know, when you a light-skinned brother too, you gotta have some swag to you because even the darker skinned brothers is getting on you. He's like, oh, no, watch this, bro. Fucking European champion. He's like, I ain't never even been to the UK. They love me out there. Hey, listen to this, bro. He was saying like, because like in back then when you went across the seas, it was still like, kayfabe was still real as fuck. You know what I mean? Because even like the wrestlers that came from the UK, they kept it sacred. You know what I mean? Like they to the best of their ability, the fans believed it to be a shoot. You know what I'm saying? And like, so when he went over there, they loved him. He was the European champion, bro. In Europe, bro. He was like, bro, I didn't pay for nothing to eat. Like, check it out when he's on Stone Cold's podcast. Like, he was just like, hey, D-Lo's a guy, bro. Goddamn D-Lo Brown, hey, how you doing? Steve, I touched, man. That shit was dope, though.
Hell yeah.
The Steve Austin podcast is that one, bro. Like,
it sucks. Like, why isn't it around anymore? Like, why did he stop?
When he was on that pod one, he had the two shows where it was like one where it was like, and then it would be uncensored. Like, he'd be like, all right, now that we got that out the way, welcome to the uncensored portion of the show. Goddamn motherfucking swig of beer.
Right? What it is. I wonder if the WWE is just paying them to solely do like the little Steve Austin Chronicles podcast or whatever.
Yeah, you know why, Steve? Here's Vince. You know, Steve, we don't want you doing that podcast anymore. Well, goddamn it, why, Vince? He said, well, you know, everyone comes on there and tells the truth. Because man, everyone goes on there and just spills all the beans of their experience, and you know what I mean. It's just their truths, and you know what I mean. A lot of it never makes the business look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then Steve, he's really good. Well, you know, the business is hard. You know, like he'll just like, you know, he'll bring it around. You know, he's that's why Steve's a great host. You know what I mean? He'll be able to they identify with him. You know, Steve. You know, because he always asks people too. So how you been? Like I remember, I think it was Kevin Nash. So how you doing? How you doing, Big Sexy? Like, oh, you know, Steve. You know, 30 surgeries later, and you know, a couple hip replacements, and you know, a new boat, and I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I mean? It's like
that DDP yoga is doing me well.
Yeah, right. See, DDP didn't say it. Hell of them motherfuckers
For sure.
Ooh, I gotta see if he done brought. I don't think I've ever found one or even looked for one DDP on with Steve.
He's on there for sure. Like they're really good friends.
Yeah, I gotta fuck with that. Texas boys.
Yeah,
right?
he gets to talk about his DDP yoga and then everything. Like, man, anytime he can promote that, because he was one of the sponsors of like Stone Cold's podcast, like, you know, just like not the ad.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Commercial segments or whatever.
Like, hey, that's why Steve's the best though, because he'd be like, you know, oh Kevin, so how's it getting out of bed? Oh, you know, Steve's real hard. You know? Well, you know what, Kevin, hold that thought, because if it's getting hard to get out of bed, you gotta go get out and get DDP yoga. It's the best damn yoga. And that's the bottom line. I remember he was in the one with Goldberg, right? They're in like Goldberg's compound, you know, because Goldberg is balling off of like, you know, I mean, he transcended wrestling fast in the movies and all, and TV shows, reality TV, like, you know what I mean, like just he's balling. So they're in this compound and they're in his garage, and he's like, God damn it, you know, we're around all these beautiful cars over here. Goldberg's garage got some classic cars, you know, and it brings me to our sponsor, Carfax. This was real smooth with it. There's just a smooth conversation about classic cars, and I'll just hold on, Goldberg, hold that thought. Brings me to our sponsor, Carfax. Oh, Steve's the best.
And
Sagittarius, man, we're the shit.
Philly Mike OG said, y'all remember the boogeyman, the dude that ate worms? Yeah, he's a savage.
Man, Vince is a savage.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't like you, he'll do that to you.
Yeah.
You know what? I know we were gonna give you a major push, but you're gonna eat worms.
You're gonna be a voodoo man eating worms.
Voodoo man eating worms. Dial it up. Show them the sketches. They don't have a guy from fucking Wardrobe or The Broad or whatever. She had the little sketches. He's eating hella worms. So, I'm gonna do that. Like even Doink the Clown, when that fool was like a respected wrestler, but no one liked him in the business. Whatever the fuck his name was. He was just a real good worker, and they're like, you know what? We're gonna put this clown gimmick on you. You know what I mean? And then once he started slipping and he, you know, burning bridges with Vince and them, they just kept Doink the Clown going with somebody else.
Damn.
Because, you know, intellectual property, bruh.
Yeah.
Vince was all about like, listen, I own this shit.
Peacock said I watched highlights of Shawn Michaels overselling shit. No wonder he needed so many back surgeries. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We couldn't just regularly go against the turnbuckle. Had to do a flip against it and shit.
And then when he gets back on his feet, he's walking around all dazed. And then that's when he eats that clothesline. Yeah.
You heard anything about this, Bogey? Said Philly Mike OG said Shawn Michaels refused to work with The Rock. He heard.
You know, now that I think about it, it's like, man, they never really had any because it was always Triple H and The Rock when they moved. Because remember when Shawn like lost his smile? Remember that?
Yeah.
He was gone for a while, and then like the Triple H was on the rise when he did the HGH Triple H, right? He comes back from that ACL, and he's yoked, bro.
The thing with The Rock though, he wasn't like in the main event picture when Michaels was, and then like when The Rock was on the come up, Michaels was like the commissioner, like not even wrestling anymore at that time.
I mean, but even like those 2 years when you had like the the Undertaker and then the what was it called? His whole crew, what were they called?
The Ministry of
The
Darkness.
Ministry of Darkness. Like during that era, it was like him, Rock, Stone Cold, who else? And then they started bringing in fucking Kurt Angle. Remember that? When did Kurt Angle come in? 98?
99.
Yeah, because you never even seen no program with Kurt Angle or Michaels either. And like, at least not that I could remember. I mean, yeah, because Michaels was from the old era. He was, you know what I mean? He was from the 80s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was kind of because they brought him back as being like a legend, like, you know what I mean? That's what he was, like a legend now coming back. He tried to put himself kind of in the category of like Ric Flair and all them. And and he would basically, during those years, he basically came back and did like one program with somebody that led up to WrestleMania, right? Because he was Mr. WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And that was kind of cool, right? Didn't Undertaker? Oh no, who did Undertaker put over for his loss when to lose? Was it Brock?
Brock.
Yeah, and I guess that, I think if I'm an Undertaker, I'd want it to be Brock too, because it could be believable. You know what I mean? Like, just end the street. It needs to be someone monstrous. It can't be like fucking Goldberg and the fucking. Brock
hit him like 3 times with the finisher or some shit before.
Yeah, he hit him with the F5 3 times.
Yeah, before even trying to pin him.
He's like, make sure the dead man's got to be dead.
It was crazy though, because I was like just a crazy shocker. You see, like there's like literal people crying in the fucking stands and shit.
21 years?
It's over. 21-1 or 20-1, whatever it was.
Oh, that was 21 years straight. Yeah,
something like that. It's still the only loss for him. Triple X Lex said someone dropped Goff. He said play him over Gino or Howell. I'd play him over Howell, but man.
Gino could be in a shootout.
Yeah, I feel like I want Gino.
I like Goff though. It's just road Goff, and like, I mean, it's gonna be a funnel defense, which kind of sucks for like Montgomery because the Bucks are really good against the run, and they're pretty poor again. What are they against the pass this year?
They're giving up the 10th least points.
The 10th least. So so they're not bad at all.
Yeah, Bengals are on paper a better matchup right now.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not afraid of the Bengals outside of them. They're really like sack heavy and pressure heavy, and they get turnovers, but I'm not scared of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because they're not giving up points. So that's the thing. So I'm okay with it.
Zaw said, "Yo, fellas, made a trade for Olave since I lost JJ. Got Brees, Walker, and White." He said traded Cook for Olave.
I like it.
Yeah, James. I mean, I'm assuming that's James Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good.
What a way to put a Band-Aid on your JJ boo-boo. I like it.
What up, Bakes? He said I'm back. What did I miss? Whole bunch of questions and a whole bunch of wrestling talk. Philly Mike OG said did Kane dirty. They made him the champion by beating Stone Cold at a pay-per-view on Sunday night, and then Sunday night,
And then like what's funny is like they had that was when it was the blue strap, you know what I mean, with the navy blue leather.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had it like it was like the whole corporate whatever. Everyone was like surrounded in the ring with Kane, and then fucking Stone Cold comes up and just fucking wreck shot, bro, on the Monday.
Yeah,
it's funny because those guys like they'll never those guys wouldn't be draws, so they only keep the strap on them for a little while. You know what I mean?
I mean, Rey Mysterio got done just as dirty, right? I mean, done just as dirty as far as like winning the Royal Rumble, beating the Undertaker at WrestleMania, but then losing it the next day. It was still epic, man. He won it for Eddie.
Eddie had it for a gang of time, right?
Oh,
and then there was another guy, Del Rio. He had the strap for a while, like I mean, because this was on like my oldest. She got into wrestling because I used to show her all the old shit, and then she got into the new shit. She was probably like 6 years old, so this is going back to like 2012ish, 13. You know what I mean?
That's like right when the network was like coming out.
Yeah, because then they took everything off of YouTube too. Because I used to just show her shit on YouTube, like, look, let me show you this matchup right here. This is called Survivor Series right here. You gotta eliminate them all. Like she was into this shit, bro. That shit was pretty tight.
Yes, it's tough to like show a lot of the Attitude Era stuff. That's the part that's tough to show.
Yeah, but I was showing her like I remember one of the ones I showed her was it was Bret Hart Stone Cold. That's my favorite match ever.
Yeah.
Survivor Series 97. 96.
96.
Yeah, that shit was badass.
Yeah. Because that was like the build up to like the next WrestleMania, right? Between them.
Well, that was the first meeting between them because, like, so this is after Bret Hart lost, he dropped the title to Shawn Michaels, and then he goes on like a sabbatical.
Yeah.
And so the whole time he's gone, they're pushing Stone Cold's coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's not even using the stunner yet. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He actually debuted the stunner on Bret Hart for real.
Nice.
Bret Hart kicked out of it. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, he was just talking shit about Bret Hart. Like, just he would get on the mic and just address the crowd and just talk shit about Bret Hart. You know what I mean? And then so that was kind of because they wanted Stone Cold to have like a worthy someone that, you know, to put him on. And then apparently they're like great friends. And Bret Hart respected the hell because people that don't know, when Stone Cold came up, he came up as a brawler, but before that, he's a mad technical wrestler. You know what I mean? Super technical. So if you watch that match between him and Bret Hart, it's like a dance. You know what I mean? And even Bret Hart says that's one of his greatest matches ever. You know what I mean? Outside of like wrestling his own brother, because he said wrestling his own brother was always like, you know what I mean? A thing of beauty.
Philly Mike OG said Triple H had all the world champions in Revolution. What, the WWF and the WCW? Those two? Oh, and I guess, was he a tag team champ also during that time?
Well, yeah, because when Triple H was on his little sabbatical during the whole because you gotta remember Triple H wasn't around during the Evasion era. He was like on his whatever sabbatical, probably injury, whatever, and he comes back, and then they put him in the program against Jericho because Jericho had the two titles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the undisputed champ, and then like when Triple H beats him for that shit, they came out with the new belt, the undisputed belt. And it was hella fatty.
Yeah, they finally got rid of the WCW belt.
And man, and you know what's crazy? They said that was actually the original one going around because they had it's like a dent in it or something like that.
Damn,
like there's like a specific dent.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Yeah, right. Pretty cool. Vince probably has that somewhere now.
Elite Scrubs, what up? He said I'm 3-2. 12-team PPR, likely 3-3 after this week. I got JJ was offered Ingram, Nuka, Addison, Zay Flowers for Waddle, Hawkinson, and JJ. Worth it? Nah, that's way too much. Like way too much that you're giving up. Like,
yeah, you're giving up JJ.
I mean, he's giving up JJ, Hawkinson, and
Waddle. I'm just saying, like, I'd maybe JJ and Hopkins. I'm not giving up Waddle.
That's way too much.
Yeah.
And Peacock said, y'all remember Disco Inferno? That was some gimmicky shit for sure.
Well, yeah. I mean, WCW. Yeah, the Disco Inferno would come out. He had all the ladies too and shit.
And Philly Mike OG, I tried watching WWE. He says, saw 3 black dudes, 1 Kofi Kingston, and the other 2, I don't know, but they were dancing purple weird outfits. That was the New Day. And it's crazy. Big E from the New Day. I didn't even realize it because I haven't been watching wrestling, but I saw a thing on social media that his career is pretty much done because last year, dude gave him a belly to belly suplex, like threw him over his head or whatever, and he fucking landed like right on his neck and broke his fucking neck.
You know that comedian that be on with Rogan when they bring on all the wrestlers. So he has his own pod too, and he had the Undertaker on, and the Undertaker was talking about I don't know if you remember this in the 90s. There was a little era where when Bret Hart was the champion, he was in a program with Undertaker, and Undertaker was like wearing like the Phantom of the Opera looking mask.
Yeah,
because he had broke his orbital bone, right? So he said he was like, you know, when it comes to workers, he's like, it sucks when like, you know, when people aren't having their cardio on game. Because he said, like, you know, he said he got into a match with Mabel, and Mabel's like 6'6", 500 pounds legit, right? And he says, you know, this guy's winded like a couple minutes in the match, and it wasn't going to be a quick match, but he's supposed to like throw him to the ropes, and then the timing, and then he's supposed to come hit, you know, Undertaker hits the other ropes, and he said the timing was off because you could tell he said, I'm coming across the ring. I can tell he's winded, and he's lifting his fist because he's supposed to like forearm him, right? But then when he jumps into it, he just straight up punches him in the face. Boom.
Damn.
Like just straight potato, you know what I mean? And
Damn.
broke his shit. But he said, he's like, we self-medicate, and they're at the bar. And he's like, he goes and they hit the road again. He's like, you can't miss any shows. And then he's like, it's hella hurting, right? He's like, it's hella hurting. And they had a house show. Then he's like, then we go to the bar. And he's like, self-medicate. Then he's like, they're driving, they see a fucking hospital. He's like, you know what, pull over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh yeah. He's like, your whole orbital, like, fucking, the shit that kind of holds your eye in place, the whole bone right there. He's like, you lost about 60% of it. Like, by the time you got the surgery, that they were telling you lost 90% of it.
Damn, man.
And then he's like, so then they came up with the gimmick for the mask, because it's like, he got the surgery done, but he can't miss work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then here's a couple years later, and that match you're talking about with Rey Mysterio. So how Rey Mysterio, he'll jump on the ropes from the apron, and then kind of like a Bronco Buster in your face and land on you, boom.
Yeah.
Right. But he said he probably like overshot it because he's such a tall dude, so he gets real high up, whoo, and then like when he lands on him, it's instead of like it being on his chest ish, his ass. He said he went down to the mat, his ass just straight and broke his orbital bone again. You know what I mean? The other one even. You know what I mean? So he's like, yeah, so I broke both my orbital bones, and he's like, in my peripheral, everything will look pixelated, or like it'll be like the pigment, the color will change.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, like, whenever people used to like coming off a high spot, he said he really had to turn around and make sure, okay, you know what I mean? Because he can't depend on his. And I was like, damn, he wrestled for like that for like another 10 years.
Yeah, that's just
basically
wild.
like blind and peripheral. You know what I mean?
El Pollo 33, full PPR. Who should I play my flex? Palmer, Jeff Wilson Jr., DeMarcado, Roshan. Man, this is one we got to wait down because
today's Friday.
I'll just say Palmer out of all these guys for right now, but Roshan plays. I might want to play him over Palmer, but I don't know if he's going to play or not.
And if there's no Ingram, I'll roll out fucking Palmer and what's his name and DeMarcado.
Yeah, so
because if Roshan plays, he's a smash play, but we haven't seen anybody go from Sunday to Sunday this year and clear a concussion protocol. It just hasn't happened.
Yes, make sure you're coming back. And Charter said one QB out of Herbert or Cousins. Herbert, and that answer is not going to change this week. And then he said one RB out of Ramondre, Mixon, Kyren, B-Rob. Mixon.
Yep.
Kyren. And then two flexes out of Ramondre, B-Rob, DJ Moore, Jacoby Ayuk. DJ Moore. I think I'll go B-Rob.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I forgot we needed we needed another running back or just another flex?
No, oh, dang, you know what? And I kind of messed up because we only needed one running back, and I chose two right there. Yeah, so let me see. So the one running back out of Mixon, Ramondre, Kyren, and B-Rob. I'm going Mixon. Yeah.
Yep.
And then two flexes out of Ramondre, Kyren, B-Rob, Jacoby, and DJ Moore, Ayuk.
Is DJ Moore. And two flexes, you said?
Yeah. And I think I would go
I'm gonna go Kyren. It's against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
B-Rob was probably like, I think he can string together like 80 all-purpose yards again. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because of the all-purpose, he has a couple of receptions there.
Yeah. Gotta go Kyren.
Atlanta's tough.
Yeah, gotta go Kyren. Axel said I want to watch the Rock series about like his life with wrestling. And the acting is so bad. And he said I've seen like a 30-part series on TikTok. You mean like the Young Rock? Is that what you're talking about? The Young Rock, the thing that was on NBC or whatever.
Who plays Young Rock?
I have no idea.
Does he look like him? I've never watched any of that show. I want to though.
Let's see. And they ended it. So 3 seasons is what they got out of it. Who is the Young Rock?
If you smell boom, 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 boom. That shit slap actually.
Huh. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't find his name in here.
I
But
love how The Rock and Stone Cold revolutionized the way you throw the belt up.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like kind of throw it around like a rag. Like The Rock just throws like a rag. Same thing with Stone Cold, but he got two hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Two arms.
Philly Mike OG said The Rock and Rikishi are cousins. Hell yeah, his Usos bloodline just runs thick with all the wrestlers.
Samoa.
Because I mean Roman Reigns, you know, the Usos, the actual tag team Usos.
If I was The Rock, I would go to like I would make like a Samoan wrestling company.
Umaga,
You know how there's like territories and shit like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Because it would just be like, and then it could be like just like a fucking like a wrestling school, basically, like a factory, you know, like OVW or all this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Hella Foods came out
ever since Young Rock, maybe they just don't want to, because that was their family lineage. It was in the their the Rock's grandma and grandpa holding down the Hawaii circuit.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay, so they did have a little wrestling thing out there.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, I mean shit. That's how it was in Canada, right?
That's pretty much how the Rock. That's pretty much how the Rock's dad and Rock's mom, you know, met. Because he was working for WWF, but he was also working out there with them. But it was like all of them were working out there. Like Hawaii was just a territory they all wanted to work in.
Hell yeah.
Because they had, let me see who they have. They had Macho Man was there. Andre the Giant was there.
Gotta work on my team.
The Iron Sheik and the Junkyard Dog. There were a couple that were there.
The Macho Man.
Yeah.
And the Iron Sheik was out there too. He was a tan motherfucker, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you're out there, you know what I mean? Hitting the beach.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Probably get some good roids.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, get it straight the good stuff from Asia.
Niner MMA said WWF music was all I played in the 8th grade. Because all the intro songs were like legit songs.
Like the fucking the DX joint. I mean, they even came out with an album where like rappers did shit. Like there was like a Method Man song for like Stone Cold. Oh no, it was like a Method Man song for The Rock, and like Stone Cold. I mean, Snoop did like a Stone Cold song, like where it was like remixes of the song, but with them rapping on it for real.
Yeah. And not, man, Elite Scrubs. No. Come on, man. You can't be a scrub with this trade. Like he said, what if I counter with Waddle, Hawkinson, JJ for Ingram, Cup, and Addison? The whole issue is you selling off 3 players like that in one swoop. Like, that's not really going to help you. Like, you got to sell 2 for 3 for like 2 or 3 pieces just for himself.
Yeah, like if you like, you know what I would do? Hopkins and JJ for Cup. And then another better piece if you wanted to do a 2 for 2, because I would be like, I feel like I'm okay getting off the Hopkins thing right now. He had 1 big game so far this year out of 5 weeks. Maybe there's more to come. I don't know. He needs help here. So, and maybe does he even need help here?
Yeah. Miles Sanders just officially got ruled out.
Oh shit. Let's go see something.
All right, so you better go grab some Chubas. I'm glad I didn't drop them everywhere that I had them. But yeah, definitely go make a move if you can, if you need a running back for this week, because now it's going to be Chuba. And Dolphins are not, you know, an insane matchup or anything. And pretty much he's already, most of the leagues where I got him, he's already gone. Oh, no Tank Dell at practice. Yeah, Concusto. Axel said Zach Taylor said it's positive regarding T. Higgins. Let's see. And I said, what the fuck does that even mean? Just that he's trending upwards, right? And Peacock, Evans should be a full go. There we go. Brian Burns and Derek Brown both questionable. Let's see. All right. One more bowl. We got to get out of here. Got to get to Walmart. Go get some more propane for the torch.
I'm so fucking slow.
Man, so slow. Chuba was available like everywhere. I mean, not available. He was like already taken
everywhere. Yeah.
Yes.
No, but there was one in my home league where it was like 15 minutes ago. Someone swooped them. Yeah. It's all good. I would have just picked them and tried to package them up to the fucking Miles Sanders owner anyway. I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm
trying to tear up everywhere I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about.
All right, one more bowl and we're getting the hell up out of here. We're gonna be back for FNT at 1 o'clock West Coast time. It'll just be a short one, and then because we got Child's Play coming down, going down today, 5 o'clock West Coast time.
Hit me the checky drop.
I don't have it yet.
We need the one where he says, "Hey, bitch," or whatever. Need that too.
Oh man, Chucky's such a savage. Yeah. See, what do you think? You think Chucky in number one, or like Chucky in like? Let me see.
Chucky in number one is the most terrifying to me. Is that the question?
No, I was gonna say, where do you think the better version is? Like Chucky 1 or like going a couple in, but I don't really like.
Just watch the reel because it evolves the laugh. It becomes him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the laugh is all through part 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
but 2 and 3, like it really shows up. You know, because part 1, the creepiness is him. He's quiet. You know what I mean? Then when he does talk, you know,
I already said it, Bakes. I didn't plan it too well because we did Jason and Freddy versus Jason last week, so we were talking Friday the 13th last week. Didn't even realize it was Friday the 13th until yesterday.
Whoa!
But one movie that it was, I mean, man, we never knew who was going to be the person. Like, we thought there was going to be more of these, killer, like Freddy versus Jason, but like more of them. And it was like Chucky was always going to be like the next one, but it was like, who was he going to like face off against? And Michael Myers, that was one of the ones.
Nah, that shit would have never worked.
But see, why? Supernatural powers, don't forget.
Well, because I'm being a dickhead. I'm thinking about like the studios and the fuck, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's why.
But then now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure they did sell off the Michael Myers IP, right? Because it bounced around for a while, unless it's always been.
It seemed like it went to multiple like studios, right? And then Rob Zombie like did his version of number 1 and 2.
Who's the dude that did? Who's the dude that did the first Michael Myers? Because he also did the music too. He not only directed it. I want to say he wrote, direct, and scored it. That dude, because he said they did a test screening, and it had like different music, and he was like, "Man, fuck this."
Yeah, John Carpenter. There you go.
John Carpenter. There you go. Yeah, because he's like,
and he had to keep the budget under like a certain amount. That's why he did like so much himself and didn't even take any money for it.
But he made
like $1 or like whatever.
Ding 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 ding. That shit goes crazy, man.
Axel said Scream versus Michael Myers would have been funny. Yeah, see, the thing that's crazy, I can't wait till we talk about Scream, and we are probably gonna have to do a breakdown of Scream 1, like just like by itself, like one time. But like that's what's crazy is because there's no supernatural powers for any of the Scream, people.
Yeah, Wes Craven wanted to do like a 90s slasher about kids who are obsessed with the 80s slashers, right? Or at least not obsessed with it, but like, like living in one. Yeah. Little do they know they were in one.
I mean, just everything that they talked about just from the movies, like there's so many references.
It's kind of Tarantino-esque, huh?
Yeah.
Like as far as like how they reference hella shit.
Yeah.
Like from reality.
Yeah, it's even funny when Drew Barrymore, she was like Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street, and he was like, yeah, that's one guy had knives for fingers. It's like, that was scary. And she was like, the first one was, but the rest sucked.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I said.
And Wes Craven wanted to like take that line out, but they were like, no. Like whoever wrote it, they were like, no, that line was in there before you were going to be directing.
He's like, hey, wait the fuck a minute.
Because he didn't want to make it seem like he was, talking shit about everybody else.
Question. In the newer Screams, right? Do they still have that same dude? It's a band that, the with the red right hand.
That song's in in both of them.
Okay.
I mean that song.
He did like an updated version for the first 3 Screams. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it was like a fucking, for every, it was the same song, but like it was like they redid it again. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, that song's definitely in there in number 5 and 6 for sure.
Oh, with the red right hand.
I really like number 6. I thought they did a good job with that. I think they really did a good job with number 6. And I know there's a lot of people.
I'm never gonna watch it. Who's the killer?
Yeah, you didn't do it with us. All you got to do, go watch the review.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the family of the dude who was the killer in number 5.
Okay, so damn it, that's where you said you have to watch 5. You were saying that.
Well, I mean, you don't have to because they, they kind of like
right.
5 is probably one of my least favorite, but it is cool introducing all the new characters.
So
everything
like that. It had nothing to do with Sid or none of them.
Well, I mean, everything has to do with Sid, but she's not in it though. She's not in number 5 or number 6.
She's related somehow. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, everything's always happened to her. She's not related to anybody but Randy's niece and nephew. They're like 2 of the main characters now, and they're twins.
They know all the rules.
Oh yeah, the girl. She's the one who knows all the rules and reps Randy very well. Yeah, Uncle Randy for sure.
They found Randy dead as a fuck, huh?
Yeah.
What they did him in the van, huh?
Yeah, they did him dirty. And Dixon and Bernie Mac have another trade pending in the 18. They went back to the well again, huh? Bernie Mac feels used. You heard what we said.
Okay, what is it? I sent them one too.
Now Bernie Mac is receiving Jamison Williams, a 2nd and a 3rd for Swift.
I like it. He sold on a running back. He's rebuilding. He got a young player too. I see. Okay, I know exactly what Bernie Mac's doing now. Even when I looked at his team, I was like trying to get Gabe Davis off him.
And Peacock, Courtney Cox, worst hair in Scream 3. It's funny how that still ends up on memes and like shit like that. They're like, you think hair like that decision? It was like just weird short ass bangs.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that.
So funny though. Jay and Silent Bob make a cameo in that movie, and Wes Craven makes a cameo in their movie, so it's super cool. And but they're in Hollywood behind the scenes or whatever, waiting to go into one of the movie sets, and they're like, "Hey, check it out, Silent Bob! It's that TV chick, Connie fucking Chung." And they were like, "Hey, Connie, how's Maury?" And then she just flips him off and walks away.
It's because the hair, the Connie Chung hair, but also it's just an insult to to mistaking her for another. Seeing that there goes that too. That's a reality. What is it called? Like a reality reference.
Yeah,
it makes it more real, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's Jalen Silent fucking Bob. That was hard.
And Peacock said, Scream 3 is super meta. It said it's like a movie that's aware that it's a movie. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and they're shooting Stab 3 and then it's like it's cool because it's like they're shooting in part 2. They're watching Stab 1 in the beginning. Remember?
Well, remember? I mean, even in the first Scream, she was like, "Yeah, but this isn't a movie, Billy." And he was like, "Oh yeah, it is. It's all one big movie, Sid," because he's like making his own movie, right? Like, I mean, he's not. Recording.
He's a special brand of crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
in his mind.
And she was like, "What? Why can't I be in a good Meg Ryan film or even a good porno?" Man,
young Nev was a freak, bro.
Hell yeah. Broke the rules though and didn't die. That was it. Like that was a movie that defied the rules.
She must die. I'm just saying.
Like that's
You have
what's
to go out
crazy.
to the forest, bro. She's like, if I'm gonna get ate up, if I'm gonna die, it's gonna be getting ate up by a wolf.
Oh yeah, and get ready because we got 3 different versions, but there are certain rules that one must abide by to successfully survive a horror film. And it's fun, man. None of the first 2 rules, those are not fun. Because the first one, you can never have sex. And then everyone boos them. Boo! It's a big no. It's a death sin. Next one, you can never drink or do drugs. Then everyone does the cheers with the bottles. And then the third rule, most important, you can never say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I'll be right back.
Yeah, and then Stewie said that. I'm getting another beer. You want one? He's like, yeah, sure. Then, I'll be right back.
What's his name?
Man.
Stu's lady, she gets it bad, huh?
Yeah.
Going with the big jumblies. She's
Yeah.
kind of in that garage thing. And you know what I always thought was amazing? How she's chucking them beers and it's just blowing up on them, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, she's got an arm on her. You know what I mean?
Hitting so hard that it just breaks when it hits.
It's just blowing up on him. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Just exploding on him. I'm like,
Thanks,
okay.
Derek. Oh, dang it. And you know why I didn't process them is because Dixon might not have paid yet. Let's see if he did pay or not.
Yeah, that's Derek, right?
Yeah, he's just in that one.
Yeah.
It. Let's see.
Oh yeah, no, it's not with Derek.
All right, and he still didn't pay, so I wasn't supposed to process those right now. Let me just go remind.
Come on. Gabe Davis.
Let's see. Browns left guard, man, ruled out. David Njoku listed as questionable. And it's still because of the burns.
That's crazy.
And let's see. The Rougarou said Kittle or Andrews.
Kittle.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not mad at the Andrews play though, too, but just those games would be wonky sometimes, bro. Going out of country.
Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, it's probably the more competitive game. I guess I gotta say Andrews here, bro. I can't make him chase those touchdowns.
It's gonna be a lot easier for Andrews to do something.
Yeah, I'm playing Tennessee too. It's still not the best secondary. They tightened up in the last couple weeks, pun intended.
Yeah, I'm gonna say make sure you come back. Make sure you come back, and let's see who is giving up more points. Yeah, Titans 8th least.
Yeah.
Browns 13th least. Let's see.
Oh.
It was Andrews though who skewed the Browns.
Okay, because he had 2 touchdowns on him.
And
hey, he fought for one of those touchdowns too to get to
Peacock
the
said her headlights were on that little green sweater. Yeah, for sure. And do you remember what she was wearing? Like the whole time she was wearing like almost like a football jersey, kind of, but it was like number 10. And it was like same similar to Johnny Depp, that similar jersey that he was wearing.
When he's getting ate up in the fucking in the bed.
Yeah, and he was wearing it, I think, like a whole day, like pretty much. His little crop top, like football jersey.
So that's why Garoppolo was getting fucked. 10.
All right, Dixon is good to go now.
Welcome, Puka.
And Swift.
Nice.
And yeah, Peacock said Depp from Nightmare. Yeah, very similar. I mean, even in like, remember he goes through the whatever her name, what's her name? Lori's window or whatever her name is. Very similar to Scream. Yeah.
Oh, when he goes through Lori's window. Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The Nightmare on Elm Street, Johnny Depp, he's the guy going through the window, and then Skeet going through the window. And it's crazy how the allure of him, just like a Billy Loomis, just like lives on. And there was the other Loomises in I think it's in Psycho.
I like it when he's
and in Halloween.
Yep. It's all callbacks.
Yeah.
I like when he has the knife to his temple. Like, yo, this dude's good.
Yeah, he's a savage.
Just
and
some crazy ass teenagers twisted.
And his daughter now, she's the one. And so remember, Billy talks about you haven't been the same since your mother died. So the reason why he wasn't worried about her necessarily is because he had a little side piece, and they had a daughter, but he died before the daughter was actually born, though. And so it's that daughter who is
something in those genetics, man.
Well, now she's the one who's being she's like
torment. She's the Sid now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
But she likes killing.
And she's so that's who the main character is.
Yeah.
See, now you got my intrigue.
Peacock said the Upside Down is basically like the dream world in the Krueger films. What do you say? Stranger Things, full of Nightmare on Elm Street, Easter eggs. They even got the Robert Englund as a guest star. Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta fuck with the Stranger Things. Noble will like it, but it is kind of scary though.
Yeah.
Like especially that first. Yeah, it's scary. It's cool because it's like kiddish and nostalgic, but it's like also like it's really dark.
And the Freddy reference that they had with the janitor, where he was dressed like Freddy. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that was Wes Craven.
No, sorry, Fred.
That was Wes Craven who was playing Fred.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
He in there just cleaning that and shit.
Javier, who were some good wide receivers that I can trade?
I mean, but see, that's a callback too, though, because that's the Freddie origin story, that he was like the custodian, right?
Yeah.
At the school.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I'll get my bad,
and he's like, "What'd you call me?" He's like, "No, not you, Fred, not you." He's got that Christmas sweater on and shit.
Yeah. Always in the Christmas spirit, Freddie.
And Javier, with this question, what wide receivers can you get for Goddard and Brian Robinson? You got to go find someone who's tight end needy and running back needy, and then it'll work like a perfect marriage. But yeah, that's what you gotta go find.
This is what I do. I might even go to the person that has Deontay Johnson and then ask for the Deontay Johnson and then plus a starter for just one for like Brian Robinson. You know what I mean? What the fuck is Deontay Johnson someone right now? That's how I'm gonna approach it. Yeah. Might not work, but I'm just saying, right? Because then theoretically you can get Deontay Johnson back next week.
Yeah. Don't
tell nobody that though. Don't tell them that part.
All right. And what Peacock say? Stranger Theme progressively gets a more adult theme, smoking Halloween in the last season.
I mean, because they grow up.
Man, I got like so many of these like houses that I want to build, but first off, they're like 2,000 to 3,000 Lego pieces, so it's tough.
Yeah, it's like you gotta wait till like after football season or something.
Yeah, because I got the Hocus Pocus house that would be cool to build
for Halloween.
Yeah,
and start it.
And man, the Stranger Things house, like that seems like it's gonna be like such a cool build.
I'd say.
But also, once I open it, I can't sell it either. But I got 3 of them. Javier, Deontay's on waivers. I assume that's a pickup.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Pick him up.
Can't play him until next week, but yeah, get him now.
Pick him up before somebody else does.
Hell yeah. He said the Stranger Things Lego build is crazy for sure. The upside down house. It's nuts. Totally nuts.
Hey, Winona Ryder, she's good in there too.
Nice.
She totally plays like the crazy mom.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bake said, would you rather have Puka or a Lava in Dynasty?
Puka.
Probably Puka, yeah.
I mean, well, I guess I would say I'm only saying Puka because I'm thinking now for real. Like, I mean, I think because he's still got, if in the long run, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if we know what Carr is, I don't like Olave like that. I just, at least Olave won't, it'll be built into his ADP, right? I would assume. But like someone like Puka, you also got to worry, like, what if it's no Stafford? But then I'm also okay as long as it's McVay, you know what I mean? Because McVay and like Cup's getting old. So, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. All right. Let's get the hell up out of here. Go subscribe to the audio version of the podcast, Fantasy Football Hustler. Go subscribe to the Silver Screen Breakdowns podcast. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple, on Spotify. We appreciate it. And Bogey, didn't you have a new song that just dropped?
Oh, yeah. We actually dropped a new joint. Search Prime 1 Stay P featuring AG and Bogard Scott Free. Yeah. You can just search Bogard Scott Free Stay P. I'm pretty sure you'll find it. But yeah, all streaming platforms. Let's go. Spotify, give me money.
There we go. All right. We'll see you guys back here for FNT 1 o'clock West Coast time. And then we're breaking down Child's Play.
I forgot to remind you, just drop the link. But yeah, we'll do it on FNT.
Cool.
Yeah,
all right. We'll see you guys then. Peace out, peeps.
Peace.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans. Here comes the